Head to head, you can't compete with me. It's no debate, you too fake, and it's too real with me. What's the topic? I'll block it, I keep that shield with me. Ammo loaded, I'm cocking, I got that steel with me. What you talking is nonsense, blow off your conscience. I'm a living sickness, Magic Johnson. By that action, no Bronson, I'm a King LeBron. And the whole league is fuck your feelings, who you thought it would be. Catch me in the streets, internet thugs just typing on keys. And the fans from Ticket TV, sign that permission slip please. That max ether gon' heat you, make you fall to your knees. No way out, this the firm, come near this stove, you gon' burn. Been waiting patient, now it's my turn. What Kevin say, today you gon' learn. True to the king, what's happening? You got the sauce, keep doing your thing. TKO, I'm from round in the ring. I'm a god to you millions, but stay in your lane. Work it out, I cannot promise no favors. The panel is live, sports talk, sit down at the table. This the family, understand me, don't get it twisted. You won't miss it, we on a mission. Fuck your feelings, antisocial, what's the business? Say, we talk it, we live it. Hold on, let's get it, hold on, let's get it. Almost slicing the zebra, this for my people, gon' bring out the ether. FYF, they know we too lit, they know we too lit. FYF, they can't do it like this, they can't do it like this. Fuck your feelings, it is what it is, it is what it is. We the realest, let's get turned in this bitch, let's get turned in this bitch.
Let's get turned in this bitch. It is what it is.
It's FYF Sports, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up today. Y'all know what time it is. FYF Sports, man. We got the live stream, man. We're going to be watching along with this game. The game has already started. And the Golden State Warriors are off to a good start. 12-4 with 7:28 to go in this first quarter. Is a timeout right now. As you guys already know here at FYF Sports. Y'all know what we do, man. We like to drop the music, man. We got a whole new slate of music today, man. We're going to be playing that. We're going to go ahead and get it started. Salute to Lazy Bone. Salute to SB in the chat. I see you, Black Pride. I see you, Francisco Fernando in the chat, man. Francesca Copeland, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up to FYF Sports today, man. Hope you guys enjoy the live stream. While you're here, make sure you guys smash the like, hit the subscribe, right? Do all that good stuff. It all helps with the channel, the engagement, right? This has really been our best month on YouTube, probably in the whole 2 years of our existence. So again, that all comes from you guys engaging in the content, sharing the videos. I mean, close to 1 million views just this month alone here on FYF Sports, man. So it's been historic, man. We're gonna go ahead and start this music up, man. Hope you guys enjoy. And man, we got to talk about this game. We got to talk about this game. There are a lot of, there's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the line for both teams. With the Golden State Warriors being the older team, I don't think this is a series that they want to allow to get prolonged. The longer this series wanes on, the more it actually favors. It's going to favor the Boston Celtics, even though the Warriors have home court advantage. People are saying that Steph Curry's starting to look worn down. So that's something we also want to keep be aware of as well. Are Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, and some of the others on this team, are they going to be able to step up and at least carry somewhat of the load? I mean, as Steph Curry is the best player on this team, we expect him to do a lot. But man, he's been carrying a mighty big load. So I would love to see some of these other guys. These are potential Hall of Famers we're talking about. We're not just talking about your regular role players. Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, these are potential Hall of Famers. More than likely locks to be in the Hall of Fame. We need to see more from them if they want to beat this pesky Celtic team, man. So again, salute you guys pulling up to FYF Sports, man. I want you guys to spam up the poll. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you guys got winning this game? And while you're here, especially during the timeouts, make sure you guys support, man. You can support the channel by donating, right? The Cash App is FYF Sports. All you got to do is hit that Cash App if you want to support the channel, if you like the content, if you're having a good time while you're here, if you enjoy all the podcast videos that we've been dropping, make sure you guys support the channel. It would be much appreciated. And I think today, what I'm going to be watching for is Draymond Green and Draymond Green's ability to do a little bit more. We want to see him do a little bit more. As Klay Thompson hits a bucket right there, the Warriors go up 10, 14-4. Boston struggling to find their offense. And again, things are much different when you're on the road. We saw this Boston team have a lot of success early in these games. They had a lot of success early in these games while they were at home. But can they have those same starts? Can they have the same type of success here in California in Chase Center? We got TZP Sports. He says Wiggins got the eye of the tiger tonight. And you know what? Somebody else is going to have to step up. They're going to need somebody else to step up and do a little bit more. We got Looney with the turnover right now. That's one of the small battles that we want to be watching for tonight. We got Shelleon Griffiths. And Shelleon, hopefully I'm saying that name correctly because it is different pronunciation. At least the spelling is, I haven't seen a name like that. I don't want to be saying it wrong all this time. Hopefully I'm saying it correct. But she says, I chose the Celtics to win because the Brooklyn series, and I believe they will be fine. It's hard. It's easy to say they will be fine. But man, when you know, they have the defense, their offense kind of wanes at times. But they do have an uphill battle because they're going to have to win another game in Golden State if they want to be champions. And winning tonight would help jumpstart that. TZB Sports says, let's see what Klay we get tonight. That's going to be something we want to watch for as well. 17-6. Warriors are applying a lot of pressure. They're scoring the ball pretty well, and they're defending. 6 points for this Boston team that's done a really good job of scoring late into the fourth quarter, under 5 minutes to go. She said I pronounced it perfectly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, man, because I see all these different names. The one thing I hate is to be saying somebody's name wrong all this time. And salute to everybody. I see you guys watching on Twitch. Salute to all the viewers from the Philippines. I see you guys over there. I see the viewers on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, the only thing I know some of you guys prefer that platform a little bit better, as you guys have told me over in the community over there. But if you can, come over to YouTube, smash the like, hit the subscribe. Again, it does a lot. So it's all much appreciated if you can do that. He said 2 fouls on Looney already. We got a bucket by Jaylen Brown. He's 2 of 5 from the 2-point range, 40%. They're going to have to shoot the ball really well if they're going to want. That's actually 3 fouls on Looney. So we have another foul on Looney. So it just went from 2 to 3. That could be in the first quarter. 3 fouls is a lot. And Looney has had a major impact in this series defensively in the post. I mean, if you look how disruptive he's been with some of those bigs like Robert Williams and Al Horford. That means potentially you're talking about Bialika coming in. I mean, who do you bring off the bench? You don't really have any true bigs. I think I'm really going to be watching the amount of threes that Boston takes. With Steph Curry with another missed shot right there. Rebound by Grant Williams. 4:30 left in this half. Score is 17-8. Who do you guys have winning this game? You guys let me know. Who do you have winning this game? Go ahead and get your votes in right now. right? We've set records, right, for votes every time we do this. Golden State with the ball again, 3:49 left in this half. And even though they're missing shots right now, I think this would be a great timeout. I think this is a great timeout for the Golden State Warriors, right? They've had a few possessions where they've taken bad shots. Looney's gotten into foul trouble. They've done a horrible job at the end of quarters holding on the leads. Generally, the last 2 to 3 minutes of a quarter is where they lose their leads. I think this timeout by Steve Kerr is a great timeout. He can reel these guys in. He can give them an ATO, right? And they can kind of refocus, right, as they end this quarter, because ending these quarters has been big. And Boston has done a good job of capitalizing on Golden State's mistakes. Salute to Hitman X. I see Hitman X in the chat, man. Appreciate you pulling up. You got any Phoenix Suns news? I've been hearing a little bit about Ayton. I believe Ayton could potentially be on the move on draft day, Hitman X. Now, Hitman X, I remember there was a time in the past where I gave you some insider information about Chris Paul and you didn't want to break it. I told you before anybody was aware that Chris Paul would be on his way to the Phoenix Suns. Now, I got some more breaking news for you with regards to Ayton. As a Phoenix Suns aficionado, I'm going to give you an opportunity to break that news if you want it. All you got to do is hit me up on IG. All you got to do is hit me up. But there's definitely some breaking news about Ayton, and it's not the team that a lot of people are running their mouths about. Gonna surprise you. Step of Faith Ministries in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up today. He says, how we feeling? Well, the Warriors are looking good in this first quarter. Looney's in a bit of foul trouble. That's something. Hitman X said, yeah, I heard Portland having interest. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Portland's interest, but I got to give you the details. Yeah, hit me up. I'm going to allow you to break the story first. You missed your beat the first time. I don't know if you didn't trust my information or whatnot. But I got some. This is very, very highly credible sources that told me what's going on with Ayton. And again, it's FYF Sports. Salute to One Cool P, the Hall of Famer, in the chat. Salute to Nicholas Brown. He's always providing big support as well. You got everybody showing up tonight, man. I know some of you guys are pulling up late, but again, this game looks to set the tone for the remainders of the series. I feel like whoever wins this game is probably going to win it all. And Golden State, the championship, the team with the championship fortitude, right? The team that's looking to build on and add to their legacy in the dynasty. They looking locked in right now. Klay Thompson with 5, right? Klay Thompson also with 2 assists. Wiggins looking more aggressive with 3 rebounds. Step of Faith Ministry says, you know, Phoenix ain't offering Ayton nothing. That maybe. I think that's the myth that's going around. But again, like I said, I always want to give Hitman. Hitman's the Phoenix Suns aficionado, right? He's in the Phoenix Suns fan group on Facebook. So again, I'm gonna give him an opportunity to break the news. TZP Sports is Wiggins with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks in 7 minutes. Then Kerr sits him down, and you got to understand, TZP Sports, Kerr has to sit him. Kerr has to find ways to rest his stars. Because, okay, so this is the perfect opportunity. He gets the extra minutes of rest during the timeout. If whoever he brings in can hold the fort down for another 3 minutes, do you know how much actual real-time rest that is for one of your starters? It's time that some of the others have to do their job. Some of the others on this team have to do their job and find a way to hold the fort down. As Golden State knocks down a 3, Peyton. That's what I mean by holding the fort down. Guys like Peyton knocking down 3s. Guys like Draymond finding ways to score when Steph, Klay, and some of the premier scorers on this team aren't doing so. We got Allen in the chat, man. Salute to Allen in the chat. We got JR in the chat. He says Donovan Mitchell to the Heat. I've been hearing that, but that's not what I'm hearing. From what I've heard Donovan Mitchell is untouchable and he's not getting traded at all. That's from what I've heard, and that's from a very reliable source as well. I think they're secretly shopping Rudy Gobert, but I only believe that they'll trade Rudy Gobert if they get a phenomenal offer. And there's not many teams wanting to give up the asking price. They're not going to let Rudy Gobert go for cheap. And they've not even answering calls about Donovan Mitchell. They're hanging up on people. AC Cotton says his Warriors are winning tonight. Hey, you never know. Make sure as you guys come in, appreciate you guys pulling up. Make sure you guys smash the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, and then as always, make sure you, if you can, support the channel as the Warriors score yet again, 21-8. It's looking like Golden State is locked in this game, but we've seen Golden State give up big leads. Is this another one of them games where they do that? And as usual, the scoreboard today is presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. FanDuel is the one and only place where you guys can drop your bets. And look, if you're new to the betting scene, FanDuel is going to match your first deposit. $100. They'll match your first deposit up to $500. So you can play risk-free to start if you're unsure about it. Make sure you check it out. I'm going to be dropping the link for you guys to sign up for FanDuel. If it's legal in your state, I'll be dropping it in the chat throughout the evening. And then at the end of the show, I don't know if he's in the chat now, but we had one of his subscribers on a former stream. His name was like Ohio Fame or something like that, from Ohio. He sent me some very interesting music that either I'm going to play it at halftime or at the end of the game. And I really want to get you guys' feedback on it because it's very interesting sound. But like I said, it's music that he created, so we're going to let you guys judge. Warriors since Blood in the Water, Step of Faith Ministry. Yes, and you know what? I have to agree with you so far because we've not seen Golden State start off so focused. And you can tell they're still laser focused because Boston's still stuck on 8 points. This Boston team has scored very easily against this Warrior team. As the Warriors score again, Steph Curry with another bucket that scores 24-8. And so that tells me that they're locked in more so defensively than offensively because early in most of these games, they would go back and forth as Tatum scores a bucket right there and it scores 24-10, 14-point lead for this Warrior team. Missed shot by Steph Curry. And can they finish this half without relinquishing the lead to a high degree? Because especially if Boston comes down and scores on this possession, they're going to need to settle down and find a way to run clock, run sets, so they can maintain some semblance of this lead. As Boston scores again, Tatum with another bucket, 24-12, as they've cut that lead down to 12. TZP Sports says horrible shot for Curry. Yeah, that was a bad shot. And shot selection, remember, it's something called time and score. Time and score. They need to be more mindful of it as Wiggins knocks down the bucket right there. He's off to a great start, 26-12. Wiggins with the bucket right there. Boston with the ball. 1:19 left in this half. Can Golden State continue to put the clamps on this Boston team? He says, TZP says Iggy has to take that shot. Iggy, that's what I mean, though, by the others. When I say the others have to find a way to come in and hold the fort down, as Jason Tatum, who scored the last 3 buckets for the Celtics, seemed to have found his footing in this game. The lead is back to 12. Golden State with the ball, 58 seconds left in the first quarter. The Warriors missed that shot, and Steph Curry, again, is he aggressively hunting his shot too much so? Right? I don't know. Sometimes you have to remember, time and score is extremely important. Pritchard misses the 3 right there, but the offensive rebound goes to the Boston Celtics. Bucket goes in. Robert Williams scores the bucket. Lead is down to 10, 26-16. And so just within a minute, you guys, they had 8. They've scored 8 points in about a minute. And that's what I mean. These end of quarter scenarios are extremely important because you can literally give back an entire quarter's worth of work if you don't stay locked in the last couple minutes of a quarter. And it looks like this is what the Warriors are doing, as Boston now has a chance to further reduce the lead with 20 seconds to go in this half. Flip Phone in the chat. Salute to Flip Phone. I see you there. Appreciate you guys pulling up to FYF Sports tonight. The half ends right there. Score is 26-16 as they missed a shot to end the half. We got Black Pride B123 in the chat. He says Curry will be fine. The series is over. 4 rings for Curry, Clay, Green, and Iggy. Wow. And Curry finally gets his Finals MVP. I know it's. Look, it sounds so easy just to say that right now because the Warriors are at home looking to take the series lead. But man, this Boston team is relentless. And this Boston team has not lost 2 games in a row all playoffs. I mean, something's eventually going to give in this series. But Golden State needs to be mindful of that. He said Boston will shoot themselves out of the game. That's what Flip Phone says. That's a very good possibility. But, I mean, it's just something we want to watch for as the game wanes on. Step of Faith Ministry says foul. Wiggins on the line. Ark Condor says I'm back. Salute, appreciate you pulling up, man. I appreciate all you guys who always come back, man. You know, it just, like I said, it tells me I'm doing something right. So definitely glad to see all the familiar names back in the chat today. Make sure when you come in, you smash that poll. Let us know who you think's gonna win this game. Who do you got winning this game? No, I knew what you was trying to say, Flip Phone. She says this is a beat, little Urzy freestyle too. Yeah, it is. We're gonna be doing another video on Young Thug and a lot of rappers out of Atlanta this week too. A lot of information is coming out about these situations. Step of Faith Ministry says, keep doing what you do, man. You plan on running it for the NFL? Yes, I do. Same thing for the NFL. Again, when I do it for the NFL, I want to have a panel of some real strong football minds on here with me. Like I said, I'm not going to act like I'm a football aficionado. I'm more so of a casual in that sport, but I do like to follow the most popular teams and narratives. Wiggins 2 blocks and a steal in 9 minutes. I know FanDuel is loving them right now. Because you got to think of FanDuel, when you get blocks and steals are all worth 3 points each. I mean, those blocks and steals are highly favored in fantasy sports. So when people hate on Draymond, I'm telling you right now, his fantasy value is through the roof. When you think about that last game, he might only had 2 points, but he had 5 steals. That's 15 FanDuel points. And with all the other numbers he put up, he had a monster fantasy night, even with only 2 points up. So it's things like that tell you these players' value. They don't have to score. Score right now is 27-16. Step of Face says, let me get on that panel. Yeah, I got you. When the football starts up, I got you. Ronald Jones, what's good, man? Appreciate you pulling up to FYF Sports, man. Y'all see what it is? Scorpion X, appreciate you pulling up. Ronald Jones, we're going to have to get you on one of these panels one day. I might have to just do an interview with Ronald Jones. I mean, these YouTube streets that made you famous. And you ain't even really trying to be famous. You just out here trying to, get a little bit of entertainment. Yes, sir, man. Y'all keep them votes coming. 137 votes so far. We can do better than that, y'all. Right? We generally been getting 1,500, at least a minimum of 1,500 votes, man. And that also gives us an idea of the engagement. You guys, man, smash that poll, smash the like, hit the subscribe, man. Y'all support the channel. I'm gonna be dropping also the Cash App in the chat, man. Make sure you guys support the channel with a Cash App donation. It's always much appreciated. Definitely give everybody individual shouts out when you support the channel to that degree. Ronald Jones, that ain't enough, Ronald Jones. Well, you've been on the panel twice. Nah, Ronald Jones, I'm talking about since you've gained this newfound fame. I'm talking about you become one of the most hated. You've become one of the most hated men in these YouTube streets for whatever reason. He says, did I hear about Tyreek Hill? He claims Tua is more accurate than Mahomes. It's possibly. I mean, you got to think people who have been starting to, I don't want to say they're figuring out Mahomes, but they're doing a better job of getting a grasp on what he does best. I mean, last year was one of those years where everybody thought Kansas City was going to at least get to the Super Bowl, and they get upset. Kevin's Clubhouse 818, he says, salute Lamont Warriors in 6. Appreciate you pulling up, Kevin's Clubhouse 818, man. Another content creator in the chat, always dropping content consistently. Like I said, with the rap battles, with the live panels, entertaining channel over there. Make sure y'all go check them out. While we on timeout, we're going to let the beat ride. I got to share a few of these more of these notifications. Get it for more people over here to FYF Sports. You guys enjoy the music. We got Jason Brown. He says, salute. Jason's finally back. Salute to Jason Brown, man. Pulling up, man. Appreciate you joining FYF Sports today for the NBA live stream. Hitman X said, what is the name of the channel? You said it was live rap battles. Oh, that's Kevin's Clubhouse 818 right there in the chat. Oh, they be going in. And you better not be trash. They be going in. I know the last few times I pulled up, I didn't see the rap battles, but they definitely be doing them, though. TZB Sports says, who was it last game that called 109.99 in the first quarter? I don't know. I got to go back and double check that if somebody did that. Jason Brown said, when the panel open. We're going to open the panel up. Generally, what we do on these scoreboards is we open the panel if we get the Cash App to $100. So, again, we'll open the panel and for the post-game show if we get to $100 in the Cash App. Otherwise, we're not going to be going live about the game until tomorrow. So, again, if you guys want that post-game open panel here on FYF Sports, make sure you guys support as one unit. Support. Let's get us to $100 in the Cash App. We definitely will open that up. He says, I like Bielika's getting minutes. Yeah, Bielika is a really good player. Defensively, he struggles, but offensively, he does help space the floor. He does a really good job of playing with Draymond. I like the combination of putting him in with Draymond. They usually find a way to get him some good looks at three. Sometimes, not saying that he makes them all, but he does get some good looks. Wiggins with a missed three right there. He's 0-3 from the three-point line. Tatum on the rebound. Mr. Brown, what position I play? I played two guard. I played some point. That was just due to a lot of injuries, so I did play point. I hated it, but I loved it to a certain degree, especially in the league that I was playing in, because it forced me to become a better ball handler, and I had to get more crafty and understand how to jumpstart offenses. So I actually learned a lot just by running point, but definitely more of just a natural two. A shooter. Jaylen Brown with 3 rebounds. He says good defense by Wiggins. Foul on Draymond, and that's another foul. That's another player you want to watch for with regards to fouls. Draymond Green with 2, Looney already with 3. Definitely want to watch it. I think Draymond needs to be mindful of that, understanding that he's really the only big left. Even though he's not a big, he's the only player that can defend bigs. He needs to be mindful of his foul count. We got Mr. Brown and Johnny Blaze just pulled up. Johnny Blaze was good. We got to get you in here more as well. Right? We got to, Johnny Blaze, it's just time, Johnny Blaze. Let's go ahead and move past all the drama, man. Let's get to some real content, man. I feel like too many people keep pulling you back into all this drama and stuff, man. Time to let all that go, man. It's time to get to something real. There's too much toxicity everywhere. It's kind of getting old too. But salute to Johnny Blaze in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up. Kuminga's getting some work tonight. The versatility of this team. Jordan Poole. That's what you want to see. An early 3. Jordan Poole. Facts, Johnny Blaze. Yeah, we're going to get you on here. Especially Johnny Blaze. I really want you to start pulling up on my other channel. Whatever happened to the News TV. That's where we really start talking about these hot topics. You know, whether it's entertainment, news, all these things. When we talk about the Deshaun Watson situation, Young Thug, I want you pulling up over there because I really want to hear your thoughts on some of these situations from that aspect. We got Ohio fame Finney. We were just talking about you, man. Got your music. We're going to play your music either at halftime or we're going to play it at the end of the game. End of the game. But we definitely going to give you some spin tonight. So again, salute to Ohio fame Finney, man. Draymond Green with the free throw knocks it down. Remember, additional points while others aren't scoring. Others not named Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, or Clay. When they're not scoring, can they manufacture points from others? That's all you need. These guys just need to score whenever they get opportunities to hold the fort down. So guys like Steph, Clay, Poole, and Wiggins can close. Johnny, he says, the name of the other channel is Whatever Happened to the News TV. So all you got to type in, Whatever Happened to the News TV. Actually, I can drop the link in the chat for you. So you could just click it. Let's do that real quick. There you go right there. There's a link to that second channel. If y'all haven't done so, make sure y'all subscribe to that second channel as well. Boston with 15 rebounds. They're doing a pretty good job of rebounding the ball. Can't take that away from them. It's something you got to be mindful of. It's just something else that they utilize to stay in these games. He said stupid pass by Poole. I mean, I expect that though. I expect that from young players. I mean, they're going to take those chances. That's just a part of his DNA. It's part of his game. Bucket right there by Boston. Tatum with another bucket. 32-22. Even though the Warriors aren't playing the greatest right now offensively, they are still doing a good job of not allowing Boston to just go on these crazy scoring runs to get right back in the game. Klay Thompson with a missed shot right there. Another bucket right there. Smart with the bucket right there. Cuts the lead down to 8. Says Tatum's not missing. And you're going to have to weather the storm. And then timeout by Golden State. Good timeout. Calm them down. Let's get back right. Don't allow this 8-point lead to diminish down to 4 points or 2 points. Build it back up. Build it back up to 14. And if you guys haven't seen my podcast video, I've dropped a couple of different podcast videos throughout the week. Just dropped one earlier today on Draymond's comments. Draymond's comments about the physicality of the past compared to the physicality in the league compared to today. I think it's a really good video. You guys want to make sure you check it out. Smash the like, hit that notification bell so you get all those notifications. We got Jason Brown. He says, yep, Boston done a great job all series of crashing the glass offensively, getting second chance points. And Jason, when you look at the games that Boston's won, it's because they've gotten so many additional just shots on goal. They get so many additional shots on goal, it puts them in a situation to win. It's not, they're not really doing anything spectacular defensively that the Warriors weren't prepared for. It's the additional possessions that they're getting. Right? When you give another team 10 or 11 additional possessions per game, or at least shot attempts per game, of course, there's going to be a potential for them to just simply outrun you and outscore you. And again, salute to everybody pulling up, man. It's FYF Sports. This is the NBA live stream. $214 in the chat. Appreciate you guys pulling up to FYF Sports. I expect them numbers to run up as this game wanes on and gets a bit more exciting. But 214 in the chat. Appreciate you guys hitting the like. How many likes we got so far? There we go. Winifredo Espelita says, hey, remember me? I said Warriors in 6. Yes, I do. I like that name, Winifredo Espelita. Hopefully I'm saying the names right. Look, y'all, if I say y'all name wrong, just let me know. I will correct it. I have no problems with correcting it. I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name. We got Ohio Fame. Finney says, did you get a chance to listen to any of the songs? Yes, I did. That's why I said I listened to a few of them. Once I listened to the first track, I said, you know what? We gotta feature this either during halftime or at the end of the game, so everyone can get an opportunity to hear your music. But we got you, definitely got you. I'm gonna get those tracks pulled up here in a second. I was thinking about just doing because I do music reviews, I do album reviews on this channel as well. So I was thinking about just doing a full out album review. All right, action is back. Wiggins has already missed a shot. And this is where the Warriors have had a lot of success out of ATOs. So they missed that shot right there. Can they defend and put a stop to this Boston Celtic run? 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. 32-24. Warriors with the lead. Wiggins with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, multiple blocks and steals. He's all over the stat sheet tonight. Again, if you play FanDuel and you got Wiggins anywhere on your docket, don't have a good night. Y'all don't know who Spiffy Little Kenny is. We got Spiffy Little Kenny on the track. This is one of his newest songs. We're gonna let it rock out. I want you guys to give me your thoughts on this song.
Gotta go get it, the life that I chose. Let a finger fuck the cash and fuck on the hoes. Been through it all, I sold $1 million. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. Stack up a milli, got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. I got rich nigga goals. Ain't know it's that place I started was on. So million notes from the land of the old. 1B a millionaire, got rich nigga goals. Nigga rich froze, might do the rules gold. VVS in my 41mm, keep the pack strapped with a 9mm. My bitch bag, I do right shit, keep a letter, write me, then I flip her over and beat her. Fuck me good, her shit wetter than water. Help me count up my way up for the morning. Switch my number pack, touchdown, I'm gonna run through the loads, importer, exporter. Love when the number drop my bag increase. Up and down like stocks, hate when it decrease. Play with cash, we pop up, these niggas DC. Can't escape my past, the trap shit and me. I turned out when I sing what you make on zone. Chasing bad, trying to get it till I jumped out the porch. Sell designer, why designer down, fucking with the lows. Make movies in the club every time I light show. I turned out when I sing what you make on zone. Chasing bad, trying to get it till I jumped out the porch. Sell designer, why designer down, fucking with the lows. Make movies in the club every time I light show. Trapping hard, getting rid of them loads. Gotta go get it, the life that I chose.
That's Spiffy Little Kenny on the track, man. Y'all gotta Look, man, Spiffy's on IG. All you got to do is find him. Let him know what you think about the music, man. Aspiring musician, just got signed to a label. Let him know, man. Well, do you like it? Do you love it, man? Could it be improved? But that's Spiffy Lil Kenny, man. Tackable Pine, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. This is FYF Sports Debate, man. This is the NBA Watch Party, NBA Scoreboard. We just here trying to bring you guys basketball content and takes that's just unbiased. You don't have to worry about no hate. We try to be fair with in all situations with all players, not overhype. Yeah, Spiffy is nice, man, and he's only getting nicer as we go. It seems like he's putting out less and less music, but whenever he drops something, the quality is better, the bars is better, the flow is better. So,
fell in love with money, that's my best friend. Ayy, fell in love with money, that's my best friend. Ayy, streets cold, ain't no best friends.
it's 32-26, 6:19 to go in this half, man. Who do you guys have winning this game? The flow of the game has kind of changed a little bit. The pace of this game is much slower, at least with regards to scoring the ball. Both teams are getting stops. The efficiencies declined mightily. Guys were making shots, especially for the Warriors early. Now they're struggling to make some of those shots. Looks like the Boston D has stepped up, become a little bit more efficient. Step of Faith Ministry says, Spiffy, you need to get at my guy Ace Fetty. I haven't heard of him. Where's he out of? Boston with the ball, 5:51 left in this half. Another missed shot right there by Tatum. Klay Thompson with the rebound. Draymond Green with the bucket right there. He has 3 buckets on the night. Scores 34-26. And again, he's giving you guys the scoring. But Boston's only shooting 35% on the night while the Warriors are shooting 40%. Remember, Boston's 0-10 from the three-point line. They need to be wary of that. And they need to be wary that this is probably not their night shooting the three-point ball. Will they fall into that same spell that cost them to lose multiple games in this series by chucking up threes? Or are they going to make a concerted effort to start getting to the basket with Brown and Tatum? Golden State with the ball. He said, out of Texas? Yeah, so many different rappers out here now, especially with SoundCloud. It's just, I mean, they can be popping in their city just like that, and not even big nationally. But I've been actually more so into the smaller rappers. I feel like they've been coming out with better music, better quality music. He said, Gunna's mugshot is fire, not gonna lie. What you mean Gunna's mugshot is fire? We got Majestic Pharaoh in the chat, man. Appreciate you pulling up. The FYF Sports, man. 4:54 to go in the second quarter. Warriors up 34-26. Boston's kind of rallied back to get back into this game, but they scored another bucket right there. Wiggins with another bucket. 36-26. They extend that lead back to 10. Can they push it a little higher? Can they give their stars a rest right now? Warriors on the free throw line. Step of Faith says Kerr needs to have players play Brown and Tatum to the left. But you know what, Step of Faith, as a basketball coach, at least nowadays, these players are too talented with either hand to try to guard them anyway. Your best bet is to try to just sit in front of them and make it tough for them to go either way. But if you give a great player any lane to the rim, they're gonna take it, and there's gonna be advantage to star. It'll just put you at a disadvantage. Jason Tatum with a 3 right there. 37-29. He knocks a 3 down. Stops the Warrior run as the Warriors were looking to extend that lead. Oh, that mugshot looks like an album picture. Okay, I got you. I'm sure if he gets up out of this jam, it will be an album cover. I'm positive it will. We got Madna in the chat, man. He said Tatum is settling in. Yes, he is. But the Warriors are being consistent and they're getting points from the others. Gary Payton with another bucket. We saw him hit a 3 earlier. Now he hits the 2-point shot. Extend the lead back up to 10, 39-29. We got Don Vino on the track, man. If you guys don't know who he is, he's another aspiring artist, man. Very good. Got a few more of his songs on the track. Horford with the bucket right there. Knocks down the 3, 39-32. Golden State with the ball. And remember, Boston shooting 35% from the field. I mean, for them to only be down 10 in this particular setting right here, that's a miracle. And with as poor as they've been shooting the ball. And appreciate you guys being here at FYF Sports, man. If you haven't done so already, take the time, smash the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely vote on the poll. We got music. Right now, we got Don Vino on the track as the Warriors score another bucket right there. Wiggins with another bucket, 41-32. Also, you guys let me know. Do you guys like this layout better, or do you like the other layout better? I'm trying a few different layouts. So when we have these games, you getting the most information possible about the flow of the game, as opposed to just hearing me talk. We're talking about time of possession, who has the possession, who's getting the rebounds, who's getting the steals, win turnovers, of course. I want you guys to let me know which layout do you like the best. Ohio fame Finney says Spiffy flow was smooth. Oh yeah, Spiffy's nice with it. Young rapper out of Baltimore. That's pretty good. Wiggins with another rebound, 6 rebounds for Wiggins, who's been extremely aggressive this game. Another rebound for Wiggins off his own missed shot. Rebound for Draymond. And see, this is what I mean by understanding the flow of the game, because that rebound by Wiggins and Draymond, what are those called? Second chance points. But see, what happens in a lot of these games is people are so quick to look to Draymond's points and say he played trash. They don't look to the flow of the game and look to some of the plays that he makes that are winning plays. But as Marcus Smart makes a shot right there. So the game is not really escaping the Boston Celtics right now. He says Boston has to move the ball and take better shot and stop allowing open shots. Move their feet. But you know, this defense this is not an easy. Ralph Lauren said the song is trash. I mean, Ralph, but I don't mind if you say the song is trash. I mean, that helps Don Vino. So we got Don Vino on the track. You guys, look, Ralph said the song is trash. We're going to listen to Don Vino during the timeout. You guys let me know what you think about aspiring artist, man. He's provided his music to FYF Sports. Check him out.
Now, baby, come and spend the night. I really love it if you spend the night. Baby, come and fuck around and spend the night. I really love it if you spend the night. Whoa. Now, baby, come and spend the night. I really love it if you spend the night. Baby, come and fuck around and spend the night. I really love it if you spend the night. Whoa. Friday night, call it a go. I will make it happen for sure. When I get it started, I'ma take my time on you. When I get it started, I'ma take my time on you. Baby, it's about to really go down. I'm going down. Happy hours really going up. We're going up. Ay. I'ma beat it like Artie. I'ma beat it like Artie. What
What you got to think about Don Vino on the track as we in another timeout? Wiggins with 14, Tatum with 11. The rebound battage is still basically even. Warriors are doing a good job of moving the ball. For the Boston Celtics, it's stagnant based on the assist numbers. Ralph Lauren says, no, it wasn't. Fake Ray J ain't cutting it. It's just called, you can call it whatever it is, but he's made a lot of money being the fake Ray J Ralph Lauren. I think I don't want to compare him to other artists. When I listen to the song, when I listen to the flow, when I listen to the production, for a guy that's putting these songs together in his basement, the quality of it is pretty good. The sound is pretty good. And for a guy that's just building his career on SoundCloud, I think he's headed in the right direction. I mean, everybody needs work. Not everybody can be Beyonce's. Not everybody's going to have the production teams of a Cardi B. But man, if you can take minimal equipment and come out with a sound like this, I have to give you a salute. But we got Don Vino on another song here. Don Vino, one of the featured artists of FYF Sports, man. He's one of the few artists that's actually paid FYF Sports, man, to kind of feature his music. So we're going to run a few of his songs. Ralph Lauren said, yes, I did motivate him to quit or get better at his craft. I don't know. I don't mind it. I actually like it.
You ride for me and all till the fall. You riding like you should. Got me up at 6 in the morning. Behavior just like yours is a true girl. Unsure if this is fair. Got me up at 6 in the morning. You ride for me and all till the fall. You riding like you should. Got me up at 6 in the morning. Behavior just like yours is a true girl. Unsure if this is girl. She was like, wherever you are. I was out taking a nap. Now she all on me, on mine. Saying that's all a lie. Then I sat down and laughed. Told her that's all I got. Then she gave me some smile.
We coming out of the timeout. Steph Curry's on the free throw line. Can he help extend this lead? Bruno says Ralph is a hater. Look like Goro from Mortal Kombat. Now see, Ralph, let's see what you done did, Ralph. You done opened the door for people to come throw flames at you now. Francesca Copeland says, not trying to get off of basketball, but what is this best U.S. state? I don't know, man. It just depends on what you like. I mean, every state offers its advantages. I mean, if you're looking for unlimited jobs, I love Arizona and Phoenix. If you like the traffic and commotion, you might want to go with Chicago and New York. I mean, if you like the Hollywood life, you want to get out to California. And if you want to be in the country, you got the South. So you got a little bit of everything out here. He said his music is catered towards the female base. Yeah, it is. It's still R&B. I mean, salute to Don Vino, man. He's a great R&B artist. Really, artists like him are completely non-existent right now. We got the Renegade in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up. He says, Wiggy gonna hammer since the Clovers doubling the chef. They doubling Curry, but it's really not having that much of an impact other than creating more open shots for the others. We got Draymond Green with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the first half. See, I think, like I said, now people were calling for Draymond to play much better. He's playing much better. If the Warriors are able to win this game, I want you guys to watch the critics. Are the critics who spend a lot of time hating Draymond, are they in turn going to give him the same amount of props if he actually shows up and has a big game? Trading buckets a little bit right here as we end the second half, 38-47. Tatum with another bucket, keeping this team afloat. Tatum's really the only thing that's been preventing this game from becoming a blowout. Hold on, Matt said I wouldn't say great. Good. Are you crazy? The stat line that Draymond Green has had, when you look at his rebounds, those rebounds aren't just regular rebounds. A lot of those are offensive rebounds, right? When you look at, that's called creating second chance points. So the value in what he's been doing is increased when you look at the context. That's why I have this scoreboard up here. So you can see the value in everything that he does. Is it offensive? Is it defensive? Is it leading the buckets? Is he creating out of it? And he is. He's doing a good job of doing all of those things out of it. One Cool P says we got 439 votes. That's more than what we had going into the halftime of Game 4. So that's all I need to see. Tatum started 4 or 5, but the commentators say he had a slow start. He did have a sluggish start. But he had a sluggish start because he wasn't able to get his shots off early. But the Warriors have done a good job this game of defending without fouling as far as sending the Celtics to the free throw line an enormous amount of times. Warriors got a handle. Got handle on turnovers, only 3. Yes, sir. Turnovers is an essential stat. You want to be mindful of it. All right, we're going to get the box score pulled up because I need to get these numbers going. Got to get these numbers going for tonight's game. Warriors are up 49-39, 26 seconds ago. Actually up 51-39. Found a way to extend the lead. Boston with the possession, 21 seconds left in the first half. Key moment. What you don't want to do is you don't want to, again, turnover by Marcus Smart. This could be big because you're going to give the Warriors another shot on goal. Can they close out the half with a bucket? These turnovers are killing the Celtics right now. Turnovers are killing the Celtics while the more experienced team in the Warriors are doing a great job, as a step of faith just mentioned in the chat, of not turning the ball over. Missed shot right there as we end the half. Draymond Green misses the 3 to end the half. Warriors in the half on a pretty good run. We saw Boston attempt to make the run. They cut the lead to under 10, but they were able to build it back up. Celtics playing nervous. Yeah, wouldn't you be playing nervous if you're on the road in the NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors? That would cause nerves for anybody. And then you have an unguardable player on the floor in Steph Curry who could go ballistic at any time. There's a lot on the line here. Nerves play a part in the NBA Finals. We're going to get to the box score. All right, we're going to see what the Celtics have been doing so far. The Celtics, Jason Tatum is 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line with 13 points. Al Horford, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line with 6 points, but he's a minus 20 in this game so far. Robert Williams is 3 of 4 from the field with 8 points. Jaylen Brown struggling to a certain degree. Remember, this guy, a lot of people said if the Boston won this, he could be the finals MVP, but he's 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from the three-point line. Minus 15 with 4 points. Marcus Smart, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. Marcus Smart has 7 points. Derek White, 0 of 2 from the field. Grant Williams, 0 of 1 from the field. And Pritchard, 0 of 3 from the field. And those are the only guys that have been utilized off the bench for the Boston Celtics. So when we looked at some key numbers for the Celtic team, well, the Celtic team is shooting 16 of 41 for the first half, you guys. 16 of 41. They're shooting 39% for the first half. And they're shooting 3 of 15 from the three-point line, 20% from the three-point line. So those are the things you want to be mindful of when we look to the turnovers. We look to the turnovers for this Boston Celtic team. They already have 9 turnovers in this game. So with 9 turnovers already for this Celtic team, and all of them seem to be costly. I mean, 9 is not really a crazy, ridiculous amount to have, at least for this Boston Celtic team. But how they're turning the ball over and how their live ball turnovers and they're turning into buckets for the Warriors, that's what's making them detrimental buckets. We got Hendricks in the chat. He says Brown isn't playing today, missing too many free throws and turning the ball over. Draymond's so hype every time he score. I mean, why wouldn't he be? That's okay. I want people to be hyped. I love seeing people play with passion and energy. All right, we'll go to the Warriors stat sheet. The Warriors, 7 of 14 from the floor, man. I mean, Wiggins, 7 of 14 from the floor, 16 points. We got Otto Porter, 1 of 2 from the field with 2 points. Draymond Green, 3 of 6 from the field with 8 points. He also has 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Klay Thompson, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line with 14 points. You got Curry, 4 of 10 from the field. Curry, surprisingly, has not made a 3 yet, but Curry with 10 points in this game. Looney, who caught 3 fouls very quickly in this game, stuck on 0 points. Gary Payton, who's done a good job of providing some scoring off the bench, 2 of 3 from the field with 7 points. And Jordan Poole, 1 of 2 from the field with 3 points in this game. When you look to the Warriors stats, they are shooting 46% from the field, but similar to the Boston Celtics, they are struggling from the three-point line. And I think them struggling from the three-point line is saving Celtics to a certain degree, because they're shooting 3 of 17 from the three-point line, 17%. So the difference is that as the Warriors miss threes, we also see them try to manufacture buckets at the rim, which has paid a lot of dividends. Horford's been struggling to score, and I don't know what it is. It seems like Horford has been struggling whenever Looney's not in the lineup. So maybe this smaller lineup is something that they want to start the second half with or get back to early in this half. Leading scorer in this game, Wiggins. I love what he's doing. I love how he's been playing. But the Warriors have led this game from start to finish. Third quarter Warriors. Do we get the third quarter Warriors? Because now they're going into the third quarter with their backs aren't against the wall. They don't have to make no miraculous runs to get the lead back. So are we going to see the same discipline from this Warrior team going into the third, or are the Celtics going to come out? Are they going to be the ones to make a third quarter run? We got Ray DeRazzo in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up, Ray DeRazzo. TZP Sports says Curry 0 of 3 from the 3, but 2 of those threes were stupid shots, so it's not as bad as it seems. Yep, that is true as well. But that's something that Curry is going to have to be mindful of in this game. Taking smart shots, being aware of time and score is going to pay dividends late in the game. But right now, Wiggins is doing a good job of holding the fort down until Klay Thompson or Steph Curry find their footing in the second half, because we know that Steph Curry is not going to end this game with 0 threes. We know he's going to make 2 to 3 threes, if not more than that. So the Celtics have to be prepared for some type of barrage from Steph Curry, and that's coming. Right? Them throwing these traps at him is not going to work all night. He's going to eventually score. It's just a matter of when. You don't want that to be this third quarter where they go on one of those runs and then completely extend this lead, because this lead, if the Warriors make another third quarter run, can easily turn to a 30-point lead if this Celtic team doesn't wake up really quick. The Warriors starters 1 of 13 from the 3, but they still have the lead. They still have a double-digit lead. It's FYF Sports, you guys. Make sure as you guys come into the chat, I see you guys are voting on that poll, but as you guys come into the chat, make sure that you smash the like, hit the subscribe, and vote on the poll. Who do you have winning this game? Warriors or Celtics? We got 557 votes. We can do better than that, y'all. We could do a few more than that. I don't know if we top our record in the poll. We had 2,900 votes. I think in game 3, 1,500 in game 4. Let's see what we can do, though. How many people we got in the chat watching, though? Is One Cool P still in the chat as well? Y'all got to let me know when she comes back in the chat. We got Sam Mack. Sam Mack says, I agree with you, Lamont, on that, but the Warriors don't have enough energy to win this tonight. Wow. You don't think so? The team that's lacking energy looks to be like the Boston Celtics. Like they're the ones dealing with the jet lag. Their shots are the ones that, I mean, they for most of this game, they were 0 of 10 from the three-point line. Oh, I was just meaning to tell you, the package that I sent you in the mail, I messed up on something on it. I forgot to do something with it. I think it was something with the postage, but I got to resend it. So still be watching for it. But I'm glad it came back because I found the certificate to add into it. So it's still on the way. So I'm sure you'll be glad to add that to your collection. Your collection that you got over there. But again, salute to One Cool P in the chat, man. Always sticking around, supporting. Majestic Pharaoh says defense will be the Celtics' best offense. Well, that defense won't matter if they can't score. They still have to execute on the end of the floor. And the turnovers is what's going to compromise their defense. You can't defend at an elite level if you're turning the ball over. You're going to be at a disadvantage against a highly skilled Golden State team. If you're turning the ball over, their offense is always going to beat you. Even the best defense can't beat this Warrior team 2-on-1, 3-on-2 in transition. We got you in the chat. He says, "What's good? What's good, you?" Appreciate you guys again. Everybody that I see pulling up, appreciate you guys pulling up to FYF Sports, man. Man, it's just like an honor to see everybody consistently pull up. This month on FYF Sports has been historic. I mean, close to 1 million views on the channel in 1 month. I mean, you know how long it took me just to get to 1 million views when I first started this channel? But now we've had a month where we've almost hit 1 million views in 1 single month. And that just tells you about the growth of the channel, man. So again, I appreciate it. Everybody that's helped make the channel what it is. We got Hendrix who says, Warriors got to be better with Curry off the floor, though. I thought they were pretty good with Curry off the floor. They went 5 minutes without scoring. Celtics just couldn't hit shots. I know, but that's all you need to do. Hold serve when Curry's not on the floor. Of course, your offense is going to struggle without Curry on the floor, but just hold serve. DJ, what's good? Appreciate you pulling up. Glad you are here on FYF Sports. Tackable Pine says, Majestic Warriors got the same elite defense, and they do. And they are flexing those defensive muscles, which is why Boston is shooting a horrible percentage from the field today. Horrible percentage. They're shooting under 40% from the field right now. They cannot buy a three, so that's not saving them. I mean, their offense is in a complete funk right now. We got halftime score 51-39. Golden State has control of the game right now, but there are still 2 more quarters of action. Majestic Pharaoh says, FYF, you are doing it big. You know, it doesn't necessarily feel like it just yet. I mean, the YouTube checks are getting better, but they're not hitting the way some people try to portray them. So, again, we just got to keep doing our thing. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing it. So, I think the best thing about this channel is that I don't have to do it as if it's work. I can do it for fun, and I think that gives you a better product. Hard work ENT23 says Clay is bound to explode, and I agree. He is bound to explode, but is he saving it for Game 6? Is he saving it for Game 6 Clay on the road? I mean, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be just crazy if the Warriors are able to win today, and then you get Game 6 Clay on the road in Boston, finally shows up and it explodes for one of them monster games? It could potentially be a storybook ending. When you talk about a player in Clay dealt with 2 major injuries back to back. First year back, he's back in the finals, has an opportunity to help his team, but not just help his team, but be an integral piece to a championship team. Oh, he says, greetings from Indonesia. Love what you do here. Appreciate you, man. We got E. Harry. I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm gonna try to say it. We got E. Harry Suitjaman. Hopefully I said it correctly, but man, appreciate you from Indonesia pulling up to FYF Sports, man. While you here, like I said, make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell while you here, because we don't just do these lives, man. We drop podcast episodes. We do a lot of different things here at FYF Sports to try to give you guys a lot of content to absorb. If we really want to go hard with the NBA right now, we're going to cover the draft because we will be making a transition. We're going to be doing more baseball coverage and more football coverage. So there will be a visible transition during the NBA offseason as we really make an effort to get into some of these other sports. We got Lessened Burn. He says, Golden State is deep. We got Keyboard Man 2019. He says, greetings from Germany, man. I salute, man. I think you might be one of the first people that have engaged on the chat from Germany, so I appreciate that. Keyboard Man 2019, how did you find the channel? Did it just pop up in your suggestions, man? Were you just looking for a live stream to be a part of? Renegade says it wouldn't shock me in reference to Klay Thompson potentially going off in the game 6. Wouldn't shock me either, man. Make sure you guys, man, look, this is FYF Sports, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the Cash App, please, to support the channel. Just another way to help us continue to find ways to put out quality content. We're also going to be doing some Amazon gift card giveaways soon. Some of y'all remember the last Amazon gift card giveaway. Like I said, it's so hard to give them away. The only thing I can think to do is just type the code in the chat and you guys have a free for all over. All right, just get ready to copy and paste it into your Amazon and get it uploaded to your account. Majestic Favor says I have 1.8K likes. Are you sure about that, Majestic? I thought I saw 500 likes the last time I looked at it. Damn, we got 717 watching. I guess he's right. Hey, man, salute to everybody smashing that like button, man. Appreciate you. Love how widespread this channel is becoming. Me too, Francesca. It's crazy. When I come in here, remember, we had somebody from Zambia last time. Somebody from Australia came in before. Obviously, the Philippines are always deep in here. They're really deep on the Facebook live stream that we're running right now as well. Keyboard Man says, I was looking for a live stream and yours popped up. Hey, that's all that matters. It's the only one you need. Best coverage of the NBA Finals that you will find. May 4th is in the chat, man. Appreciate you for pulling up May 4th. He says, what's up, Nikas? Appreciate you pulling up May 4th, man. Starting to get familiar with the names now, man. Even though it's a lot of different people that come through the chat, I'm always getting familiar with names. Appreciate you guys pulling up to FYF Sports, man. I want y'all thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the chat. All right. I got first question. I want to see some answers to this question in the chat. For Golden State Warriors to win this game, what do they need to do? We need some answers in the chat. The best answers are the ones that I'm going to shout out. But for the Golden State Warriors to win this game, what do they need to do? Let's see if y'all can put y'all basketball caps on. How many of y'all can put y'all coaching caps on and really lock in a strategy that's actually going to lead them to success? We got Khalid Ramahi from Greece. He says hello. We got Khalid from Greece. He says hello from Greece. Hopefully Warriors go on a patented run in the third. Go Warriors, man. Salute. And that is facts, man. The Warriors in these patented third quarter runs, they always come to a certain degree. And a third quarter run at this stage would completely dismantle the Celtics. We got Albinus Lama. He says, I was here last time. Salute. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for chiming in the chat. I mean, even if you just put the emojis, man, I appreciate you guys. Lesson Burn says, limit the turnovers. Good shot. Not Lesson Burn. Hendricks. Limit the turnovers. Good shot selection and continue to play great defense. That's always going to be a great game plan right there. You got to do that. Majestic Pharaoh said hit threes. I like that one, Majestic. Because you really think about it, Majestic Pharaoh, that's the only thing that's stopping this game from being a blowout. I mean, if they're 7-17, this game is not close. Boston at the free throw line. We got Step of Faith Ministries. Says limit TOs. Keep the fat pace. We got Logan. In the chat. He says they have to run fast with the ball and get point. He says defense will have to get the ball. Alex says they need to stop doing fouls. Yes, facts. They got to stop fouling. We got Ohio Fame Finney. He says steady ball movement, steady pass, steady. Did you mean steady ball movement, steady passing and consistent shooting? He said steady bowel movement. We got to get you some Tums over there, man. Bad pass by Draymond with a steal. 51-40. Klay Thompson with 3 fouls. That's something you want to watch. We got Lesson Burn. He says they just need to be more orthodox. They can't depend on Wiggins and GP2 to keep hitting threes. But you know what? They can't depend on them. But as long as those guys are hitting threes, eventually Klay or Steph, if not both of them, are going to start making threes. So the fact that those guys were able to make threes up until this point is what's helping them, or just make shots. We got nothing but game swag. 502 says stay focused and do not force any shots. I 100% agree with that right there. Gerardo Green says they need to play like the score is 0-0. That's a great strategy right there. I love telling my team that at halftime. The score is 0-0. We got to go out there and win another half. 100%. 100% right there. Step of Faith Ministry said don't go to sleep. Celtics defense will be their best offense. You said, you definitely said that. We'll find out. 51-42, 11-33. This second half has started. Keyboard Man says limit turnovers and make shots. I agree. And that Boston defense is making their presence felt as they force a shot clock violation right there. We got to watch the pace of this game, because what Boston's going to do, and the way Boston makes their runs, they make their runs by pushing the pace. They like to get these games going at a ridiculous pace so they can have more and more attempts to score. And they want you to make the mistakes. I think Warriors need to find a way to slow the game down and not let this game get to a ridiculous pace. 51-43. I hope so, Ohio fame Finney. I hope you meant ball movement and not bowel movement. TZP Sports says Tatum is still hot. Yeah, he is. 10:34 left in the third. 51-46. And that lead, that 10-point lead is now down. It's down to 5. Wiggins with a missed shot. Boston has the ball back, looking to cut the lead down some more. And Boston scores again. Tatum with another bucket. 51-49 in this lead as he hits the three. That they are now the team going on a third quarter run as they force Golden State to call an early timeout. And I know Steve Kerr did not want to call a timeout this early into the third quarter because of a run. It was a must-needed timeout, but I know he did not want to call this timeout. May 4th says the longer the series, and we said that earlier, May 4th. I said the longer the series goes, it more so it favors. It's actually going to start favoring the Celtics because they're the younger team. They got the legs. The Warriors need to find ways to put this series away. They got to diminish the morale of this Celtic team, and you do that by winning this game. Logan says the force is strong with Boston. Warriors got to stop being careless. Hey, they do. Gerardo Green says Boston will win tonight. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That's tough right there. Gotta get some stops. They definitely got to get stops. They got to get back to defending. Remember, defend first. Offense, allow your defense to be your offense. By defending, you don't allow Boston to score. Defend first. Do not try to go bucket for bucket with this team. King KO in the chat. To the C's back in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, yo, 2 times said Lamont. I see you, bro. We got 850. Hey, you know what? Hey, yo, 2 times. I don't know what it is about these second halves. Every time the second half of these games hit, the numbers just start going crazy. You look at the poll. The poll's already over 1,000 votes. People with spamming them votes up. Y'all keep smashing them votes. We got Golden State Warriors with 76% to win this game. Step of Faith said, whichever team brings that dog out will win. He said, Lamont, remember before the series even started, I told y'all the Celtics link would be problematic. I mean, yeah, we knew that. We knew that. It's definitely an issue. It's definitely something you want to be mindful of. But their length has also been a weakness too. And if you look to Game 4, their length actually started to become a weakness, because when they started switching everything because of the length, they started getting exploited. He said Antisocial must be busy at work. I haven't seen him. Those bots accounts You blaming the bots on Antisocial? I don't know if Anti's that quick with the keyboard to spam the bots, the bot chats like that. Steph Curry with a foul. Offensive foul at that. Turnover. Another turnover for the Celtics. For the Warriors. Coming out of a timeout, ATOs. And they're giving the ball right back as we see Boston starting to kind of get some separation in the rebounding edge. Tatum's been doing a really good job of rebounding against this Warrior team, though. He says Montrezl Harrell got charged with felony drug charge. They found 3 pounds of weed on him. Man, oh man. Definitely something that we're going to have to talk about, Hendrick, because I'm not a fan of players in these blessed situations getting in these legal troubles. I'm not one to give them a whole bunch of excuses just because it's weed. But definitely something I'm gonna look into, because you know I do dig into these situations and I start to really find the truth in these situations. I hope maybe there's an issue, maybe there's the facts are getting skewed or something. Jaylen Brown with another missed shot. He's struggling. Draymond Green with another rebound. We look to Draymond Green. Hitman X says Anti can't spell. We ain't gonna do that to Anti. Especially while he's not here. We can't do that while he's not here. 9-11 to go in this third quarter. 51-49. Boston with the ball. Steal by Steph Curry. Another turnover. Another turnover by the Boston Celtics. And it leads to a bucket by Klay Thompson. 53-49. We got Khalid in the chat. He says, oh my God, the Warriors can't hit a shot in the third. I know, but all they got to do is defend. Steph Curry with another rebound. As long as they can defend, it's going to give them more opportunities on the other end. With Steph Curry with another missed shot. Jason Tatum with his 9th rebound of the game. Logan says the earth is the only ball Curry has no control over. Damn. Is he that nice of a shooter? I know right now Tatum is looking that nice as he cuts the lead down to 1 by knocking down another big shot. Yeah, Tatum's going crazy. They gotta have to contain him because he's woken up. Foul on Jaylen Brown. Yeah, Tatum has woken up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up this story on Montrezl Harrell. I did not hear he got caught with a whole bunch of weed. Steph Curry with a missed shot right there. They say Brown is struggling. Looks like Curry's struggling this half as well. Horford with a turnover. Klay Thompson with the steal. Another turnover. You're giving the possessions back to Golden State. These turnovers will potentially, once they start to add up, and they already are, now they're in double-digit turnovers. I think they're on 11 or 12 for the evening. They're going to look back on tonight if they lose this game and say, how many possessions did we get back to Golden State off carelessness? Lesson Burns said Steph needs a mid-range badly, but I'm sure he has a mid-range, man. It's just, he has a mid-range. Klay Thompson with the bucket from the free throw line. Jordan in the chat says the Celtics pulling this off. Get too many boards. The rebounding battle isn't that big of a difference. They're not getting out-rebounded that much. They do have an edge, but the Warriors are up 3, 55-52 as Klay knocks down both free throws. Geraldo says, I like this Boston comeback beat. All right, I mean, if this is the comeback beat, we're going to let it ride for you. Marcus Smart with the 3 to tie the game. Game is tied, and the Warriors have not went on that third quarter run. With 6 minutes left in this half, they continue to miss shots. It's Wiggins, who's 0-4 from the three-point line, misses another 3. Boston with the ball, looking to take their first lead of the night. Looking to take their first lead of the night, and they do. With a bucket. 3-pointer by Horford. They're up 58-55 in the third quarter, which generally belongs to the Golden State Warriors. The Boston Celtics have found a way not just to make a run and absorb that 11-point lead at halftime, but they've also taken the lead by 3. And really the main difference is that they're making their threes. They're up to 40% on the night now. The Warriors are still struggling uncharacteristically from the three-point line. Ace Sturdy says, salute, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Ace Sturdy, man. Ace Sturdy, who you got winning this game? Boston's taking their first lead of the night. Golden State had control the whole first half. They've relinquished it now in the third with 6 minutes to go. Can they get it back? Hendrick says Celtic is doing it again on Golden State floor. But Hendrick, here's the difference. And I've actually seen this happen with teams that I've coached. There is a such thing in basketball as making your run too soon. And so I remember a couple of years ago when I first got to Grand Canyon, and I really didn't have that good of a team. And we were playing, I think, number 4 team in the country. We were down 20 in the first half. We roar back, take the lead by like 3. But there was too much time remaining. We came back, but there were like 6 minutes remaining in the game. And I looked up and I'm saying, man, that's a lot of time left. And they ended up outpacing us. So is Boston making their run too soon? I know that sounds weird to say, but there is a such thing in basketball as making your run too soon, I believe. We'll see. Did they gas themselves making this run? We got Trisha Ray. Let's go Warriors. Let's get this win. Curry gonna get this, but Boston Celtics are a scary team. That is 100% facts. One of the scariest teams in the league. Lesson Burns says, Lamont, did I not call it? Wiggins and Porter are ice cold from the 3, and they are ice cold, as you said. Okay, Juggernaut Goku, you always loving the beats that we drop. Step of Faith Ministry says, did I go to Grand Canyon? Did I go there for grad school? Yes. Not for my undergrad. I coach there now, though. I coach club basketball there. Boston's taking the lead. 6:27 left in the third quarter. A lot of basketball to be played. And look, this is not a humongous lead, but Boston's found a way to start making their threes now. And that's what it looked like. It looked like who's going to start making their threes. They're doing a good job of containing Steph Curry, not allowing him to get his threes off. Steph's been relegated to taking a lot of bad shots. I mean, we can't really say it's one particular thing over the other. Boston they have 11 turnovers tonight. The Warriors only have 5, so it's not necessarily turnovers. I would say for Golden State, it's about shot selection and time and score. We got Rap God Reloaded. He says Wiggins needs to attack the rim and not settle for threes. Fact, he's 0-4 from the three-point line, but he's made a number of shots from inside the three-point arc. He definitely needs to continue to attack, I believe. He said, who made this beat? No, I didn't make this beat. Kid Lennox made this beat. This is the Listery. This is the Listery beat. This is the Listery beat. Yeah, that's the Listery beat for a lot of people that didn't pick up on it. Yeah, Looney is being missed. Looney's defensive presence is being missed greatly. Hendrix said I actually answered your question. Oh, you want me to play the song? I got you. It's just too hard with everything I got going right now. It's a little too hard to try to add songs in. Boston does get the offensive rebound and the score. They knock down another 361-57. This is Horford. He said Horford trying to get that $12 million into incentives. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, that's a hell of a reason to want to win. I mean, if we went to the YMCA one day and you had $12 million on the line, I'm sure you'd be playing pretty hard too. Looney with a bucket right there. The Warriors are not allowing this to get away from them, but it's starting to look ugly. But they get the offensive rebound off a miss. Another second chance point where they capitalize on it. Jaylen Brown scores the bucket, 63-59. Looney's just in foul trouble, Sturdy. He had 3 fouls in the first quarter as the Warriors follow it right back up with another bucket. Gary Payton. These guys are helping to score the ball until Steph Curry or Clay find their rhythm. 63-61. Boston's up 2. The Golden State has failed to make one of those traditional third quarter runs. There's still 4 minutes to go in this half. 4 minutes to go in this half. Can they make one of those runs still? Or does Boston have a good grasp on this? Boston with another turnover. That's 12 turnovers on the night for Boston. The Warriors have the ball. They cannot capitalize on Steph as Steph Curry misses another 3. He's 0-5 from the three-point line tonight. Majestic Pharaoh. He's in the chat cheering him on. Offensive foul on Grant Williams. He said Steph is struggling. Shooters struggle because of mental stuff. I don't think the Celtics are doing anything that he hasn't seen before. All Steph needs is to see one go in, and he's good. Tatum with 22 on the night, 9 of 13 from the field. Smart is making up for Brown's inability to score with 13. Brown with 10, struggling to score. We got Horford, 3 of 6 from the field with 9 points. He says GP2 flopped. I know. Well, talk to Marcus Smart about the flop charge. Another missed shot by the Warriors. Payton misses the 3. And the Celtics are doing a good job of not allowing them to get second chance points. Boston with the possession. Out of bounds by Marcus Smart. Another turnover right there. These turnovers will start to come back to haunt the Celtics. It's just a matter of when. But I'm telling you guys, this is not a good thing. As the Warriors missed another shot. Curry gets his three-pointer blocked. 0-6 from the three-point line, and it turns into a bucket for the Boston Celtics on the other end, 65-61. The And one for the Boston Celtics. Hey, look, as we round out the third quarter, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. 66-61. Boston Celtics have made their run. They've taken a lead. Can they close this game out to go back to Boston with the chance to win the NBA championship? Is Golden State going to let this prime opportunity slip away from their hands? As Golden State scores right there, Klay Thompson with a 3. 66-64, 3:28 left in this half. We got Florida Mans. He says, what's good? Appreciate you pulling up, Florida Mans. We got Trisha Ray says still have plenty of basketball left, though. It ain't over. That's a fact. There's a lot to play. Tough 3 by Klay right there. Who do you guys trust more in a close game based on what you've seen in this series? Do you trust the Celtics? Do you trust the Warriors? I would give the slight edge to the Warriors, but the way they're playing right now, I would only give the edge to Boston today, just based on how they're playing. We got Florida Mans in the chat. He says, "Daddy, what you got going on over there, Florida Mans?" Boston with the ball, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. He says Klay messing it up. Klay has become sort of a ball stopper, hasn't he? Man, he's become a ball stopper. But 68-64, as Boston's able to score another bucket, 4-point lead. But Golden State, Klay Thompson comes back with another 3. Is Klay Thompson waking up? Oh, you make basketball shorts? Okay, that's what's up. Oh, that's what's up, man. Do you got a channel? If you got a channel, I would love to check them out. Love to check your shorts out, man. Says Tatum can't settle for them bad shots. Doesn't matter. Boston just scored. Robert Williams is doing a good job of scoring the ball. 70-67. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Warriors miss another shot. Steph Curry, who's struggling from every aspect on the floor, misses another shot right there. In Boston, collects the rebound. They're not allowing Golden State to get second chances. What they're doing is they're living with it. They're going to contest. They're going to stay in front. They're going to rebound. They're going to live with you making tough shots. Says Curry struggling badly. Klay just got posterized. Yes. And they're struggling to defend now, because now they're allowing their bad offense to affect how they defend. And this is why Boston is all of a sudden scoring so much easier. 4 fouls on Klay Thompson is not good, as they foul right now, but they are allowing bad defense to affect them offensively, because it's making them more selfish on the offensive end, and they're losing their cohesiveness on the defensive end. And who do you guys got winning this game? We've seen the third quarter. This is about what the third quarter is. It's about. It was all Celtics in the third. They made their run. They've held the lead. They've built on the lead. They've been the more aggressive team. A lot better ball movement. Do we expect more of the same in the fourth? Black Price says Warriors will win this game. He says Ticket is saying they're losing because of Draymond. What? No, it's not because of Draymond. It's definitely not because of Draymond. Marcus Smart knocks down the free throw, 71-67. I wouldn't even say it's turnovers. Warriors haven't really turned the ball over a lot. This has really been a game about making and missing shots, taking the best shots, making the extra pass. The Warriors' shot selection in this game has been atrocious. But right now, as a coach, I'm focusing on keeping the body language good, telling the guys, look, we played bad. We're only down a few points with as bad as we played, but we still right in it. We got Romezy in the chat, man. As Jordan Poole knocks down the 3, 71-70. He says, what's up, man? Salute. Appreciate you being here at FYF Sports. He says, Boston finna win this. We got a Boston fan here. Hey, they very well might. But Poole knocks down a 3. He knocks down that 3, cuts into that lead, 1-point lead for the Celtics as we end the third. Draymond Green with the rebound, 7 rebounds on the game for Draymond. And the Warriors take the lead back on Gary Payton's bucket, 72-71. It looks like they can potentially withstand this run. If they can escape the third quarter with the lead, that would be unbelievable is how bad they played. Boston has the ball back, but they score, take the lead again. Jaylen Brown, who struggled all night, is able to get the bucket, 73-72. Salute to Nafia. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, because I've seen you in other chats and I've always wondered how to pronounce your name. Is it Nafia Rahman? Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. But definitely appreciate you being over here at FYF Sports, man. While you're here, make sure you smash the like, hit the subscribe, and give us your thoughts on the game. If you are into this game, if you know what's going on, definitely give us your thoughts, man. But appreciate you being over here at FYF Sports. We got 29 seconds to go in this half. Warriors are not able to connect. Jordan Poole misses a 3. Grant, and remember, time and score, y'all. Shot selection. Does it lead to another bucket to end the quarter for the Boston Celtics? Yeah, that was definitely a horrible 3. They missed the shot, so it doesn't absolutely kill them.
Run that back, Toretto.
But you know what? It's not a completely, but they scored a bucket to end the half. Jordan Poole with the 3 is the Warriors. As the Warriors, as bad as they've been playing, are able to escape the third quarter with a 1-point lead. I have no idea. Look, y'all, don't ask me how. I don't know how. But the Warriors still have found a way to have the lead after 3, after playing a third quarter. That's one that they definitely want to forget. And the Warriors are 1 quarter away. And again, just like y'all said in the chat earlier. Remember y'all said in the chat earlier, it has to be 0-0 in your mind. And you have to think, how can I beat this team over the course of the next 12 minutes? You win the next 12 minutes and you potentially win the series. Rebounding battle 35-28. Turnovers 14-6. So Warriors is, again, the turnovers is what's keeping them in the game. If Boston loses this game, they're going to look back to the turnovers, because the way they played in the third, they played a good enough third. If they can play similar in the fourth, they could potentially win this game. But if they get more turnovers, they get it upwards of 18 to 20 turnovers, there's no way that they beat this Warrior team in the fourth quarter. They cannot win this game if they continue to turn over the ball. They have to emphasize ball control. Kim Jong-un is going to win the NBA Finals. I don't know about that. Step of Faith Ministry, Celtics taking this L. Yeah. Green will make the winning shot. That would be funny. Hitman X, he says, so far Golden State lost the first 12 minutes of the second half. That's true. But at the end of the day, Hitman, like I said, I tell my team, we up by 1. We just played the worst quarter. We played one of the worst quarters we played in the NBA Finals, and we still have a 1-point lead. Somehow. How they have a 1-point lead, I don't know. Build off that. Find a way. Do it. What lineup is going to give you your best chance of starting the first quarter with a punch, building the lead, making the Celtics play from behind. And then you got to consistently emphasize over and over and over. Time and score, ball control, not taking quick shots. Elder comes in, he says Warriors will win by 10. And Elder, I agree, because I don't see the Warriors playing another quarter that bad. I just can't see it. They literally just played a quarter that is definitely forgettable. I don't know if they can play any worse than that. And I don't see Steph Curry ending this game with 0 threes. Gerardo Green, he says Boston should be playing like this in the last game. I know, but they are playing like it. They're fighting for their lives. I mean, they are.
Hey, get that bag, Toretto.
Florida mans, why you got to come in the chat with that stuff, man? Come on, Florida mans. Uncle P, you know what to do, man. You got to keep that out the chat, Florida mans. Come on, man. We'll give you one chance, though. Hardworking NT says Dubs gotta make smarter plays and find the open man. I believe so. The Dino 21 says Curry is making me sad, bro. He needs to make more threes. He does, man. But look, Curry is not, he's not Superman. He can't save you all the time. There's Hall of Famers on this team. Mind you what I just said. Hall of Famers. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. You got an all-star starter in Wiggins. Okay, it's other people that can be there to help pick him up when doesn't have it. Warriors start this one out with a miss, as they've done out of timeouts and out of all the other quarters. Boston with the ball, but Boston generally scores on their first possession. Hardworking NT says mid-range, drive, mid-range, drive. What? I don't get it, but I guess. Pool, all air. Wiggins with the rebound, 9 rebounds on the night. Wiggins with another great rebounding game. 16 rebounds last game. They turned that rebound into a bucket. Wiggins, like I said, others need to step up with the bucket. 77-74. As long as the chef don't force everything, we're going to be all right. Facts. Lots of lottery picks out there for Golden State. It is. And Elder, people don't realize that the Warriors, when they said a while ago that they were light years ahead of people, they got away from the super team mentality as soon as KD left and said, now we're headed into a new era where we have to build our team through the draft with a lot of length, with a lot of size, and with a lot of youth. This is why they haven't given up any of those. They haven't traded any of their youth. How many people clamored for them to trade those 2 draft picks to go get a Karl Anthony Towns? They held on to their youth and they're back in the NBA Finals. It's the new formula to win. Another foul on Boston. It's a shooting foul. Golden State going to be headed to the free throw line. Hard work. ENT says cut down the threes. Hey, Elder, if you're not doing nothing tomorrow, man, we gotta do a finals. We gotta do a finals wrap up. I need to just kind of get an assessment of where we are. If you want to do that show with me, just let me know. He says, everyone is 3 happy. What the F? I know, but Majestic Pharaoh, you got to understand why people settle for 3s. People settle for 3s. 1, because of shot clock. 2, because the defense is not allowing you to get to drive. I mean, obviously, if the layups were there, I promise you they would be taking them. Marcus Smart misses the shot. Klay Thompson with the rebound. And remember what I told y'all in the third. There is a such thing as making your run. Elder, I'm going to text you. I'm going to text you tonight after the game. We'll come up with a time because I want to get it recorded. And I want to probably try to get it dropped before tomorrow evening. So I'll just text you. I'll text you right after the game. We can come up with a time where we could just get it recorded. Only like maybe 20, 30 minutes. It's not going to take up too much of your time. We can get it recorded and edited and get it shot out there. You could also send you a copy of it so you can run it on your channel as well. We got Dubberoni Pizza. Tatum and Brown need to work together. Okay, that's a different name. Dubberoni. AB the Hero said this turned into a solid game. 79-74. You right. Quindary Witherspoon. Who's that? Yeah, Elder. I'm gonna be in touch with you. I want to try to get that recorded ASAP. Get everybody's thoughts on this, and I want to talk to you about some other situations with Montrezl Harrell. He says, "Let's go Golden State." So we got Golden State in the house. How many people we got in the chat? And how many? Hold on, I haven't been checking the poll. None of that. We got 2,156 votes on our poll. Can we break the record? We had 2,900 votes on our last poll in Game 3. Can we break the record of 2,900 votes as Golden State forces Boston to call a timeout as Klay Thompson knocks down the three, 82-74. And just like Elder said, he said Golden State will win this game by 10. And as I told you guys before, there is a such thing as making your run too soon. There is a such thing as that. And I've done it as a coach. And then sometimes I'll look up and be like, man, I don't know what more I can do because we just gave our best effort and there's too much time on the clock. Did the Celtics make their best effort already and leave too much time on the clock for Golden State? He says, let go Klay, combustion. Yeah, facts. That's what I said. It's not necessarily, it's about when you make the threes. Klay Thompson with 18 points. As bad as Klay's paid, 18 points. Can these guys help carry Steph? Steph Curry carried them in Game 4. Now it's time for them to carry their star player in Steph Curry because he's struggling today. And this is the making of a great team. 82-74. Golden State stormed back to take the lead after a horrible, horrible third quarter. Told you guys that turnover battle would start to become crucial. 15 turnovers for the Celtics while the Warriors only have 6. It's starting to look like that turnover battle is coming back to haunt the seas. Right, as good as that third quarter looked, the turnovers were still compiling. And over the long run, they definitely hurt, especially when they live ball turnovers. And as we can see by the FanDuel scoreboard that we have up here, a lot of the turnovers turn into immediate points for the Golden State Warriors. One of the worst turnovers in basketball we're seeing unfold by the Boston Celtics. You see the flow of the game. The Warriors had control of this game going into the third quarter. They lose the lead, lose the grasp on the game as the C's looked like they were making threes. Jason Tatum looked unstoppable, but the Warriors still find a way to come out. They find a way to come out of the third quarter with a 1-point lead magically, and now they've compounded on that lead, forcing Boston and calling a timeout with 9:30 to go in this fourth. She says 1.1. We got 1.1. We got 1.1 likes. Francesca Copeland says best continent in the world. It's Ethiopia, correct? Salute to Francesca. Francesca, hopefully I'm saying that name correctly, Copeland from Ethiopia. And as we say that, we got SB Talk Sports still hanging on to them lucky clovers, says Celtics in 6. And I'm assuming he's going to hold on to that sentiment until, I don't know how long. Oh, one cool piece said 1.1K watching. Wow. Hey, salute to everybody that's pulled up the FYF Sports, man. Look, if you new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, right? Do all that stuff. Support the channel if you can. If you could support the channel, liking, comment, subscribing, engaging, doing all that, watching the old videos. And you can also support by dropping a donation in the Cash App to support the channel, FYF Sports Debates. All of those things are much appreciated. He says, SB says, good game so far. Definitely a good game. Up and down game. We've seen both teams make runs. We've seen both teams play bad. Boston early in this game. Warriors bad in the third. Now it's come down to a fourth quarter that can go any way. Exactly, Renegade. Can they stop the flow? Offensive foul on Marcus Smart. That's 5 fouls on Marcus Smart. And generally, offensive fouls, which are also turnovers, which gives the Celtics another turnover, those are frustration fouls, especially when it comes from a player like Marcus Smart. Is he forcing a bit too much because he's frustrated? Facts, SB. Hit that like button, SB. SB, also, I lost your number, SB. You got to hit me on IG so I can get your information again. I'm going to need you on Spotify. Uh-oh, Ayo 2 times is blaming the refs. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. You could talk to Elder, who also coached a lot in his life. I'm telling you right now, refs don't have as big an impact on the game as you guys believe. A good team, the better team generally wins. The team that's supposed to win generally wins the majority of the time, irregardless of the refs. If you allow the game to come down to a play that could be decided by the ref, that's your fault. Because you can look back on multiple plays in the first, second, and third quarter that you could have done differently, so you're not in that situation. If you looked at Boston in this game, the 16 turnovers, you can't blame the refs. You can't blame the refs when you're walking around with 16 turnovers. But it's 85-74. 85-74. Boston with the ball. 7:56 left in the fourth. Can the Celtics make one last run to really put the pressure on Golden State? 7:44 left in this game. Tatum misses a shot right there. He's missed his last few, but there's a foul on Wiggins right there. Is that a foul on Draymond? It said a foul on Wiggins. He said TZP Sports said the Warriors are playing not to lose. I've been in those situations as well. It's hard when you have a lead in a game like this. It's hard to play not to lose. It's very hard. Jason Tatum knocks down the free throw, 85-77. Golden State with a timeout. I think this is a beautiful timeout by Steve Kerr because they have an 8-point lead right now, right? You do not want to deal with this Boston team in a close game like this. You need to talk about what you need to do to build this lead up more than 8. Find ways to slow the game down, get better shots up. And I think they need to figure out how can they put themselves in a better position to get second chance points. Make sure, you got to emphasize all the 50-50 balls. You got to get all of those. Kingdom J in the chat. Kingdom J says, I'm trying to tell Poole about to have a pool party by himself. Majestic Favor says, Draymond need to go sit down. Why y'all always getting on Draymond? I've never heard people get on a player like Draymond so much. Oh, we got Jagged in the chat. Jagged ain't been here in a minute. Salute, man. He said, hey, Lamont, been a minute. Keep doing your thing. Salute to Jagged, man. Appreciate y'all. Look, y'all, if y'all want the post-game show where we open the live panel up, we got the Cash App got to get to $100, y'all. If y'all donate, if y'all want the post-game show where we open the panel up and allow you guys to come on and speak your mind, Got to hit the Cash App to get there. Otherwise, like I said, we just going to do the rundown. I'm going to do the rundown with Elder tomorrow. You're going to have to watch it. You're going to have to watch it on the slide. Poole actually hurting the Warriors tonight. Yeah, he is. He made some big shots. If you look to the end of the third, he made a big three. But I think Poole's the type of player, and I had a player like that this year on my team. He's one of those players you can't live with. It's hard to live with them, but you can't live without them, if that makes any sense. Because Poole will make 4 mistakes in a row, but then he'll do something. He's one of the few players that I've seen in the league who can make 1 or 2 plays that make up for his 5 or 6 mistakes. And so he erases mistakes with great plays. And I think as he grows as a player, he'll reduce the number of mistakes that he makes. As we head to the end of the fourth quarter, we got 968 people watching. Appreciate everybody pulling up to FYF Sports tonight. Do I read? Am I a reader? Yes, I love to read. Love to read. Reading is underrated, man. Super underrated, man. Love to read. More so lately. I've been more so in the audiobooks, but definitely am a big fan of books and reading. Most definitely. Do I teach AAU? No, I don't teach AAU, but I do coach at Grand Canyon University. I like to stay away from AAU basketball. I don't consider AAU basketball a real basketball. It's like glorified pickup games. Dino21 says, hey, who are you supporting this game? I don't really like to pick sides. Who do I like? I like Golden State to win this game. Everything is pointing to Golden State. TZP Sports, people that don't understand basketball, don't understand Draymond. He has 8.7 rebounds, 5 assists, leads all Warriors with a plus 11 on the night, and that's 100% facts. But you know what, TZP Sports, the people that get on Draymond, the problem is they do understand basketball, because they will give people like Dennis Rodman, and a lot of people throughout NBA history who did not do it on the statistically, they will give them credit in a heartbeat. Tatum scores a bucket, 85-78, knocked down the free throw. Golden State with the possession, 7:35 left in this one. Can the Warriors, this is going to feel like the longest 7 minutes ever, but the Warriors score right there. Wiggins, who's had a great game so far, knocks the bucket down, 87-78. You don't really want to trade buckets with this team, but again, as long as you're scoring, you're making it harder and harder for them to come back, especially if you're not allowing them to make threes. But you got to burn clock. Remember, time and score. You got to be playing time and score. Another turnover right there for the Celtics. 17th turnover on the night. Gary Payton is able to collect the loose ball. Golden State with the ball.
This shit bang.
Gerardo Green says, can you smell another comeback? Unfortunately, it's not looking that way. It's not looking that way. Not when they're turning over the ball at this clip. Unfortunately enough, that turnover did not turn into a bucket. The difference is that Rodman never shot 4 threes in a game. Well, Rodman was never in a league that required him to shoot 4 threes. If Rodman played in the NBA today, he would get exploited the same way Draymond is. Just understand, it's just different style of play. Boston with the ball, even if Boston turns the ball over again, if they're able to get a stop, they got the ball back. 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Wiggins with the slash, he says. He says a ton of people bullying Westbrook. Well, you just said Westbrook. That's bullying him. He's fine with it. I don't think he cares. Jaylen Brown with the miss. Boston still has the ball. TZP says he's a monster. Golden State with another foul. 22 fouls on the night. Says the Celtics' mistakes are killing them this quarter. Boston with the ball still. 87-78. little under 5 minutes left, or 5 minutes to go in this game. He says Rodman could score, bro. No, he couldn't. Why do you think, just like Draymond Green celebrates when he scores, Rodman would throw a big time celebration when he made a jumper? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to stop the cap. Warriors with a bucket right there. And what Elder said, it's seeming to be prophetic what he's saying. Because he said the Warriors will win this by 10, and it's shaping up to be that way as they score 89-78. They're taking an 11-point lead. JB get a lot of turnovers. He does. There's a shooting foul on Gary Payton. They send Boston to the free throw line. We got Rock and Rollin' in the chat. He says Warriors done this before. Celtics just learning. Celtics going to be in a position in the future years. Yeah, that is true. I believe the Celtics will be back. But but it's harder to say that in this day and age because there's so many teams working so hard to improve their rosters. There's never a guarantee that you'll be back here. It's so hard. When you talk about health, when you talk about other teams stacking their rosters to beat you, it's not going to be easy to get back. And one cool piece says we got 2,703 votes so far. Can we break our record? Can we get to 3,000 votes today? Come on. I know it's enough Warrior fans watching where y'all can smash that poll and get us to 3,000 votes. It's also a good way to see the engagement. How many people are engaging with the chat? That tells me right there we've had 3,000 people who've pulled up on the stream today actually engage. Right? That's a testament to the content. I appreciate you guys being here at FYF Sports. Klay Thompson with a missed 3. Robert Williams on the rebound. Can the Celtics, 5 minutes to go in this game, mount or come back? 89-79. Warriors have a 10-point lead. Black Pride says we got 2K likes. We got 2K likes? I don't know, man. My phone died a minute ago, so it's hard for me to check.
Too official like a ref. They can't keep up with me. Watch our Euro step, 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 step. Then that boy got left. Shook him out his sneakers. Go against me. Oh, you tweaking. See you reaching. Time to teach him. Next time you gon' learn your lesson. Ain't no checking. Game on. Feel like LeBron on the throne.
You know, people don't really understand how obsessed I am with winning. It's not, I don't care about it.
We have 2.7K votes. A lot of votes today. Can we break the record of 2,900 votes? I think we can do it. I think we can do it, y'all. Another bucket by the Golden State Warriors right there. And every time they score with so little time left on the clock, it makes the lead look more and more insurmountable.
See, I think we got one.
Another timeout. And man, oh man. And as I said before, I had a bad feeling. I just had a really bad feeling about the Celtics making that run in the third. I think it was just too soon. You just leave too much time on the clock for the Warriors to correct themselves, especially when they're playing at home. Elder says, how do you vote? It should be a poll right there in the live chat. It should be like a blue tab that you click and you just vote who you think's gonna win. It should be right there in the chat that you're typing in. I haven't ended the poll yet. We had 2,820 votes. Y'all are spamming up the votes. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, man. If y'all haven't checked this man out, y'all need to go check his channel out, man. All right? Flight Sports has some common sense, but he has some panelists over there that have some of the funniest basketball takes that I've ever heard. Where they get the takes from, I don't know. But like I said, man, Flight knows how to put it all together. So it makes for good content, man. Y'all need to check out Flight Sports TV. And then while y'all here as well, y'all definitely need to go subscribe to Elder's channel. Straightway Elder Rufus. Y'all see him in the chat. His channel is the exact same name. Y'all need to go check out Straightway Elder Rufus's channel, man. Because it's content on that channel that everybody can take something from. Whether it's building, whether it's spiritual. It's something that You know, if you need to learn, if you want to learn certain trades, if you want to watch men at work, it's something for everybody over there. And now that he's going live, it's even better. Make sure y'all check him out. Straightway, Georgia, Elder Rufus. A lot of people don't remember this, but I think I might have been one of the first people to do an interview with him. I did it when I first got on YouTube. I did an interview with Elder Rufus, man. Actually, was a really good build. That's extremely underrated, man. I feel like it's been one of my best interviews. Y'all need to check that out as well. It's like a hidden gem on the channel. It's been so long ago. Wiggins with 13 rebounds. Wiggins with another great rebounding game. Elder called it right down the money. He says he clearly stated that they would win this game by 10. I took note that I felt like the Celtics made their run too soon. And as time ticks away, we're going under 4 minutes right now as Steph Curry misses a 3. Boston with the ball. Can they mount a run? Draymond Green with the rebound. So we got Draymond Green and Wiggins rebounding the ball great. Tatum with the foul. Boston right now from this point forward, they got to find ways to score with the clock stopped. So that therefore means right there, they can no longer chuck up threes. Everything they do from this point forward has to be going to the bucket. And you cannot shoot threes unless it's absolutely wide open. And Elder called it. Elder called it before this quarter even started. I didn't foresee the Warriors winning by 10. I had a feeling that they would win. Oh, yeah, Hitman X, he said the Mahari interview too. Man, that's crazy, man. I did Mahari. A lot of people don't know about Mahari. Me and Mahari have partnered up on Spotify as well, man. I might have to get you on the Spotify as well, Hitman, to be the Phoenix Suns aficionado. Boston scores right there, 3:27 left. They're 10 of 29 from the three-point line. The 3 saved them in the third, but the 3 has been a detriment in the fourth. Warriors only shooting 8 of 37 from the three-point line, 21%, but they finding ways to score the ball. As Peyton, who's having the best game the best game that he's played so far in the NBA Finals. He is making an imprint on this game. Curry with only 14 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds, struggling to a certain degree. But the others have helped pick up the pieces and carry this Golden State Warrior team. Boston with the ball. He says Wiggins is the player of the game. Timeout Golden State. Again, I think it's another good timeout by Steve Kerr. 95-82 lead. Anything can happen in these games. So you always want to utilize your timeouts to make sure that you calm your team down. Don't let this pace get out of control. And you find a way to close this game out with the W. Shannon Oliver in the chat says Golden State will win this game. Game over. Who is your favorite civil rights activist? Man, I don't know. Medgar Evers, I would say, probably, if it was me. Draymond Green is a drama queen. Now y'all calling him a drama queen. Come on, y'all. Damn, Draymond fouled out. Yeah, he did. Nah, Draymond just needs to sit down. Because really, Steve Kerr, I know, and I think Elder can respect this as a coach as well. When you have a volatile player like who's such a competitor like Draymond Green, taking him out late game, he could easily explode and be mad and upset. And he does have an impact on the game defensively. But for Steve Kerr to say, I'm taking him out in that game 4 and use him offense for defense, that was a great move by Steve Kerr. And I think by Draymond Green kind of fouling out, he's kind of done the Warriors a blessing in disguise. These last 3 minutes of the game, as good as Draymond is, you really don't want Draymond on the floor. You want your best free throw shooters on the floor. You want your spacers on the floor. You want people who can get to the rim and finish. Again, it's best that he fouled out. So if I'm Kerr, I don't want to challenge anything. Just let him foul out. You got a 13-point lead, 3 minutes to go. You're fine. Majestic Pharaoh says Draymond is too dramatic. He is. But Draymond Green is not Draymond Green if he's not dramatic. This is what makes Draymond Draymond. He says anticlimactic basketball all playoffs. Not necessarily. I think this playoffs, personally to me, I've seen some of the best basketball in a long time. Did we go over? Okay, 3,008 votes on the poll, man. Appreciate you guys. Smashing the poll. We smashed our record last time. We smashed our record. I'm gonna close the poll when the stream is over. But man, I appreciate you guys engaging in the content. Just tells me how many of you people are actively participating in the chat, and I appreciate you guys for being here at FYF Sports. You guys could be at a whole bunch of different channels and places, but you guys are here on FYF Sports, man. Warriors scored another bucket right there. Steph Curry knocks down the bucket, 97-84. 2:34 left in this game. It's writing on the wall for the Celtics. The Celtics, who were able to steal a game in Boston, they won a dramatic game 3. They give up a game 4. They find themselves, they're potentially looking at a deficit for the first time in this series, and they're going to be going down 3-2, going back to Boston. And the one thing you want to be telling yourself is we cannot lose. We cannot let them celebrate on our home floor. You got to be focused in on that. Yeah, second half, but a lot of people have been coming over here. They've been saving their votes. I've been noticing how people have been saving their votes for when they know who's going to win. And then they come with them votes at the last minute, because them votes be coming slow in that first quarter. People be holding on, because I know I can see everybody in the chat. They just holding their votes to the last minute, it seems like. And it looks like Boston has conceded this one, 158 to go in this game. I got to pull up the I'm going to pull up the box score for this one. He said that this year's playoffs has been great without Bron. But you know what? It's not even about Bron. This year's playoffs showed me that the league can't sustain without LeBron, or even KD, or Kyrie, or James Harden, or Embiid, or Jokic. When you look into the stars, Giannis, some of the biggest stars in the game are out. We're talking about young stars like Tatum and Brown, and they've been highly entertaining to watch. So you got a lot of players up and coming, right? We got a legend in Steph Curry, who many people, if you're being honest, a lot of people gave up on Steph Curry last year. A lot of people gave up on Draymond, and most definitely people gave up on Klay Thompson. But these guys are back here, just a testament to their greatness. And now it looks like they're going to be one game away from winning the NBA Finals as Klay knocks down a 3, really pushing this lead, making this game completely out of reach. I'm not necessarily on the Golden State Warriors bandwagon. I just picked them to win this series. I'm assuming you're on the Celtics bandwagon because you want the Celtics to win. You can call it what you want, but I'm gonna tell you guys who I think is gonna win. He says, but we got the Splash Brothers, man. Yes. I'm just telling you what everybody was saying. We all know, SB already changing his take. Celtics in 7. SB so I'm assuming we're going to see Celtics in 8 or 9 after next game. Warriors are piling it on right now. As Gary Payton is just piling it on with buckets. Elder says over in 3. So Elder, you think they ended in Boston? You think they celebrate on Boston's floor? Timeout right here. 104-88. Over 3,000 votes in our poll. We got Elder Rufus in the chat. I seen Mahari in here. Hitman X. The Phoenix Suns. Sports commentator. Oh, we got Ralph Lauren. He said Warriors is over. Yeah, it's definitely over, man. And like I said, not too many people called it, but Elder came in extremely confident. Like I said, man, I've seen this song happen before. He says, Ayo 2 times said Mookie gonna take an hour to go live. Hey, you know what though? But that's what happens when you spend time hating on these players. When you spend all this time hating on these players, you embarrassed to go live when they win. I'm never gonna find myself embarrassed to go live because somebody win. I'm always gonna find a way to celebrate these players. Or at least I'm going to try to be fair. If I criticize a player, I'm going to try my best to be completely fair. And I'm going to use video and numbers to support anything that I say is negative, as opposed to just saying this random negative stuff that don't make no sense. And then when you see these players do the things that you say they couldn't do, now you have to hide in the shadows when you go live. I literally would watch the man tell T Streets, man, you can't come on the panel. Because he knew T Streets was about to go fry him on Steph Curry. I don't have no reason to not let nobody come on the panel. I'm not doing that, no sir. Hey, this game's about to be a wrap, though. We got JSGR. He says Curry's lucky he has legit teammates. Well, I think the team is lucky that they had Steph Curry in Game 4 when he dropped 43. Because if they don't win that game, this series is over. So, again, I think it goes both ways. You have to have good teammates, but they for damn sure are lucky to have Steph Curry. Let's not get that confused, JSGR. True the King. Congratulations to the Warriors for winning the finals. True the King, that got to be a fake True the King. I never thought I would see the day where True the King comes in and concedes on his team just like that. There ain't no way. MacDeff pulls up, man, late. Man, MacDeff, Steph Curry top 10 all time. Hey, look, it's looking that way. I'm telling you, if he wins another championship in the finals MVP, the conversations are going to need to be started. Now, I'm not saying that you have to put him in there, right? But you're going to have to start having these conversations. You know, I thought it was laughable. I'm literally watching Gilbert Arenas and Jared Jeffries talk about Isaiah Thomas, and they're talking about Isaiah Thomas is better than Steph Curry. There's absolutely no way in hell you can convince me that Isaiah Thomas is a better player than Steph Curry. There's absolutely no way you can convince me of that, not based on what I've seen. The nostalgia of these other eras may keep you there. He says, no, Lamont, that's the real him. That's real. Okay, Natalie. Mike Butter. I haven't seen you in a minute. Salute to Mike Butter pulling up, man. Hey, y'all, I don't know what's going on, but it's hitting historic numbers in the chat. Y'all, in the panel today, we have 3,180 votes on our panel. 76% of you guys said Golden State's going to win this one. 24% said the Boston Celtics. We got C Mims in the chat, said they kept disrespecting my Warriors. The Warrior stands are coming out in full force right now. They letting people know that they're here. And I told y'all, look, the Steph Curry slander, he's silencing all the critics. There's not too much more negative you can say about this man. Right? Remember what J-Mar said. J-Mar said it before last game. J-Mar said, I've never seen Steph step up in the fourth and close out a game and carry when he needs to carry. And that now he's checked that box off. You can no longer say these things about him. He says, True capping that, don't believe him. Yeah, that just sounds too easy. True just let that roll out too easily, man. And the game is over, man. Game over, man. Great game, 104-94. The Golden State Warriors take the series lead. And now they're in a position. To eliminate the Boston Celtics in 6 games. And so if they eliminate them in 6, that would most people's predictions will. I think that's the most common prediction that I heard. Warriors in 6. And now it's looking like a very real possibility that the Warriors can win this game. So again, we got Majestic. Majestic's calling everybody nut huggers. Says Curry not missing all his threes again. Facts, Malachi Barnes. I don't see him missing that many shots again. Melissa Halliday said just got off, had to pull up. I was wondering where you was at. Appreciate you for pulling up though. I definitely appreciate you pulling up. Hitman X says Elder finally got something right. Oh my God. See, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't try to take shots now. You can't take shots now. He was right though. You got to just give him his props. Elder's been right on some of his predictions. Just give him props. Oh, hold on. I haven't been yelling out the Cash App. We got Elder Rufus in the Cash App with the donation. Appreciate that. We got Step of Faith in the Cash App. Appreciate that, man. So again, we had a great game. A great game, you guys. What are y'all thoughts on this game? Do the Warriors close this one out in 6? Do they close it out in 6? And do they celebrate in the Garden? That's what's even crazier, Elder. That's what's even crazier. You said they would win by 10. They won by exactly 10. That would have been a crazy, because if you were in the right chat, Elder, there would have been some people that would have bet you on that. You would have took a lot of people's money. And yeah, I've seen Elder win a lot of bets like that. Jagged said, great stream, man. Appreciate it, man. Definitely a great stream right there. We got to talk about it because I'm gonna run through these stats. I was just getting through some of these donations. We had Step of Faith in the Cash App, and then we had Elder Rufus in the Cash App. Again, big time supporters of the channels. We didn't hit that donation goal, but we would definitely go over post game stats. Probably more than likely, hopefully I can get with Elder. We're gonna be doing a recap show of this series, and just kind of like an NBA recap show on just everything that we've seen thus far in the NBA today. I think it's gonna make for a great conversation right there. And so we're probably gonna be bringing you guys that tomorrow. He says, Renegade says, where are all the Clover fans at? Hey, that's a good question. Either way. Shannon Oliver says, good stream, my guy. Oh, yes, most definitely, man. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to get through these. Let's get to this box score. So we're going to start with the Celtics. We got Tatum, 10 of 20 on the night, 50% from the field, 5 of 9 from the three-point line. He actually had a pretty good game. We have to give him props. 27 points for Tatum. Horford, 3 of 6, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 9 points. He was a minus 19. He definitely struggled to defend tonight. Robert Williams, 4 of 5 from the field, 10 points. Jaylen Brown just struggled mightily today. Couldn't get anything going. 5 of 18. He ended the game with 18 points. However, Marcus Smart, 7 of 15 from the floor. He did a good job of carrying the scoring load because Brown wasn't readily available there with 20 points. White didn't make a field goal. He ends the game with 1 point. Grant Williams with 3. And Peyton Pritchard with 0 points. So the lack of depth really hurt the Celtics in this particular game right here. They didn't have the depth. The starters didn't have it because if you look at all the games where the Celtics won, they generally have 3 players scoring 20 or better. And when they don't have those 3 guys scoring 20 or better with great games, they struggle because they don't have the bench. They don't have the depth to compete with this Warrior team. When you look to the Warriors, Wiggins, who I would definitely say is the player of this game. Wiggins with 26 points, 2 steals, and a block. And then he also has another massive rebounding game, 13 rebounds in this game right here. When you talk about Looney not being available for a lot of the game, when Looney wasn't available, you talk about somebody stepping up, playing that role, grabbing the rebounds. I'm gonna end the poll. We got 3,332 votes. I'm gonna end it right there. I'll end the poll right there. Historic night with the poll. When we talk about Draymond Green, a lot of people really like to try to diminish and knock Draymond Green's the things that he does on the floor. He says Kerr killing it with the lineup split. Pleaser G. But we got Klay Thompson, 7 of 14 from the field, 5 of 11 from the three-point line. So this was actually a pretty good game for Klay Thompson with 21 points. Steph Curry. Now this man Steph Curry struggled. 7 of 22 from the field. He only shot 31% on the night. 0 of 9 from the three-point line. I don't see this man doing that again. But Steph Curry finished this game with 16 points. But you know what? You have to applaud the others on this team for helping carry him when he was down. When he wasn't feeling it, the others stepped up big. And you talk about Klay, Draymond, especially Wiggins. They did a good job of picking up the load. Looney, only 16 minutes on the night, but Looney finished with 2. And I think another guy that could potentially share player of the game with Wiggins, I would say it's Gary Payton II, who finished with 15 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. And Jordan Poole finishes with 14 points. So if you look at the scoring across the board for this team, much more spread out. You Poole with 14, Payton with 15, Curry with 16, Thompson with 21, and Wiggins with 26. And Draymond Green also chipped in 8 of his own. Draymond Green really had a really solid all-around game, even though he fouled out. He had 1 steal, 1 block, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. So they just really did a good job across the board of being consistent. And just like I said before, those turnovers and them focusing on not turning the ball over is what saved them. Only 6 turnovers on the night. Only 6 turnovers on the night for this Golden State Warrior team. But when you look to the Celtics, when you're going to look to that key stat, 18 turnovers in this game to 6. That was the biggest difference right there because, it simply gave, just like we seen in game 3, the Warriors took 88 shots tonight. The Celtics only took 75. that difference in how many shots they were able to take is because of the turnovers. You give them more opportunities to score, you're going to put them in a situation where they can win the game. Just Call Me Al says Draymond is the worst player in the world at this point. But unfortunately, Just Call Me Al is looking like he's going to be a champion. And he's looking like he's going to be a champion, a starting power forward on yet another championship team. So, again, I want to ask you guys, because I keep hearing people with the Draymond Green slander. How is it that Draymond Green is consistently starting on teams that are getting to the NBA Finals? And not just getting to the NBA Finals, but they're getting to the NBA Finals and winning. How is Draymond Green a consistent piece? Why have the Warriors, who've not been shy about getting rid of players that don't fit their system? When D'Angelo Russell didn't fit, they got rid of him quickly. Right? When guys don't fit, they move them. Eric Pascal didn't fit. Even though a lot of people felt they should keep him, they moved him up out of there. Why is it that Draymond Green is still there? And not just there, now they're back in the finals. I just want to know why. Had it not been for Draymond Green's injury, he would have been Defensive Player of the Year. I think you guys are just searching for something to tear down. We got Brad Vino. He says system ball. System ball. I mean, that's all basketball. All organized basketball is system ball. You play in some type of system. Some systems give you more freedom. Some systems are more restrictive. Ayo 2 times said Ticket is mocking Draymond. I know, but Ayo 2 times, that's not real basketball talk. That's not real basketball talk. Because any real coach in America, any real basketball mind in America understands his value. Draymond Green was on the U.S. Olympic team. Do you think he made and started on the U.S. Olympic team because he's triple single, or because he does so many things that are considered intangibles that don't count? Draymond Green is going to be an Olympic gold medalist. He's potentially going to be a 4-time champion. All these things. Come on. I mean, it just gets to a point where some of the things that people say just don't really make too much sense. He says, don't do that. Smart is rightfully Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not taking it away from Smart. No, but sometimes players win awards because of injuries. Jokic won an award because of an injury. Jokic won MVP because Embiid got injured. There's nothing wrong with that. So that just happens. It just happens. But Marcus Smart is a great defensive player. It doesn't take anything from him. Draymond Green's come second or third in MVP voting a lot. Just because he's come second and third, it doesn't mean he's not a great defensive player. Hold on, y'all. As I promised, and I got to pull it up because I don't have it right here on me. But there's a collection of songs that I told you guys I would play by one of the subscribers. He sent me the music. And so let me pull it up here because it's in my email. And I thought the music was different. But I'm going to let you guys judge it. That's why I wanted to save it for the end. I'm going to let you guys be the judge of it. This is from Ohio Fame Finney. Y'all saw him in the chat earlier today. Hopefully he's still here. Ohio Fame Finney, if you're still in there, type something in the chat. Because I'm about to play your songs. Y'all. So we're gonna try our best as we close this scoreboard. We're gonna try our best to give him an honest critique of his music, just like we did with Spiffy, just like we did with Don Vino. We're gonna give him an honest critique of the music. Now let me pull it up here. He has 3 songs. All right. And hold on. Let me minimize this. Hold on. What did he say? Kevin's Clubhouse says mental fortitude is crucial in championship basketball. How is it not a key factor? Yeah, it is. What Draymond Green does is not replaceable on this team. It is not replaceable. All right. I mean, it is what it is. She said, say it again, Lamont. Look at Renegade. Okay, so look, y'all. Y'all in for a treat. So this is Ohio Fame Finney. If y'all see him in the chat, he might not be here right now. I haven't seen him type anything in. If you see him in the chat, at least let him know what you think. We got JB in the chat. He says the NBA wants Juneteenth Game 7. I honestly think they don't want any parts of a Juneteenth Game 7. Because they don't like going down that road. It's just bad for business. But if it happens that way, it happens that way. Just Call Me Al said, Lamont, why you hyping up Dry Pod? I don't know what Dry Pod is. And I can't hype a player up. How can I hype him up and he's a 3-time champion? How can I hype him up if he was selected to be a starter on the U.S. Olympic team? I'm not hyping him up. Did Tom Izzo hype him up when Tom Izzo, a big-time major D1 basketball team, picked him and he's a starting power forward on that team? Did Tom Izzo hype him up? Right? Did Coach K and those guys hype him up when they selected him to be the starting power forward for the Olympic team? Did Steve Kerr hype him up when he's starting on a team that's consistently getting the championship teams? I'm not hyping him up. I'm not. So if you mad, if you mad at anybody, I want you to go blame Coach K. I want you to blame Tom Izzo. I want you to blame Steve Kerr and Mark Jackson, all being the ones that help hype Draymond Green up and help create the career that he's had. So don't get mad at me because I'm just literally telling you what he's done. What he's done is what he's done. I don't know why you mad at me. Because if you tell me he's trash, that means you need to be willing to go tell Tom Izzo, Coach K, Steve Kerr, and Mark Jackson the same thing. Now, if you are bold enough to go toe-to-toe with those guys talking basketball and say that Draymond Green is trash, who all of these guys made Draymond Green a starter on their teams, then I'm all with it. But see, I know what you're saying is simply based out of emotion. I think, to be honest, and this is no joke or no real shade, but to be honest, I think a lot of people, all the people that really take shots at Draymond, they don't like the way he looks. They say he's ugly. They say all these things. So I think for the people that truly hate Draymond and say these things that are just factually not accurate, I think it might be some type of emotional or sexual connection there that makes you say these things. And I'm just being completely honest because you cannot just lie on the man. And what you're doing is you're just lying on the man. So the only reason you would lie on him is if you have some odd attraction to him or odd sexual attraction to him that and something that he does, his physicality about him you don't like. That's all I'm saying. That's the only reason why you would lie on him. Just Call Me Out said he's not top 100 in my book. Unfortunately, Just Call Me Out. Nobody in basketball history is going to ask you about your top 100. Unfortunately, Just Call Me Out. Nobody's going to consider you a basketball aficionado or use you as a reference point to talk basketball. So the fact that you don't have him top 100, that just sounds like a personal problem, my guy. That's the only problem. But, we got Ohio Fame Finney in the chat. We got Netflix Zombie as well. I haven't seen you before. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. Okay, so y'all, we got song number 1. Let me turn the volume up. I'm gonna play about 30 seconds of each song. I'm gonna pause it after 30 seconds. I'm gonna allow you guys, look, you put a 1 in the chat if you think it's fire, or just put fire emojis. If you don't like it, then you can give Ohio Fame Finney your feedback, all right? All right, we got song number 1 coming up. Hold on one second. Let me pull it back up. All right, we got song number 1 coming up. The name of this song it doesn't have a name. It just has some emojis. All right. But the name of this EP is called Dead Arms. No, that's not the name of the EP. I think that's his name. I don't know. But we're going to play the song. It's a lot going on this page. Song number 1.
Just died. Yeah. I should have walked away.
Damn, that hurt.
I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. I should have walked away. I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. I I should've walked away. I should've walked away. But I made a bad choice, decided to stay. Look at me now, 21422. It is the game. God damn it, get the fuck from around me. Because I'm on my grind, I'm doing the hustle. Flexing on these niggas and bitches, I show that muscle. What the fuck? Unsolved piece like that puzzle. Ancient mystery, yes. I mean, let's tussle. Call that fight. Scope sight. Hold that gun, I hold it right. But I've got these fucking hands for any nigga that's black. Black, 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 black.
Hey, song number 1 by Ohio fame Finney. And we got mixed reviews in the chat. Like I said, the music isn't for everybody, but look, give him your feedback. Like I said, you're only gonna make him better as an artist. And Mac Def says it's the greatest song I heard in my life. Fire. Come on, Mac Def, give honest feedback. You don't gotta gas him up. He says he needs to change his vocals. T Streets. Neighborhood Watch says he rap off beat like Blueface. Mac Def is still bringing the fire emojis. Mad is laughing. Ricky Wiley saying troll guy. How's the trolling? Ohio fame Finney's in the chat. This is real music. This is not a troll. Hardworking NT says I like the hook though. So see some people messing with it. We're gonna go to track 2 because I almost feel like track 2 is a remix to that song. So if you actually liked that first song, you probably gonna love the second song. We're gonna go to track number 2. He has 3 tracks, y'all. We got 3 tracks. Ohio fame Finney. We got some music by Ohio fame Finney, man. Make sure you check him out. I'm gonna drop the link to his music in the chat. We're gonna play track number 2.
I should have walked away. I should have walked away. It must have been something you said.
That hurt.
I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. I should have walked away. Just died, just died. Something you said. Just died, just died. I should have walked away. I should have walked away. And even if I died, would have been from all of the bad, the hatred, all the times. Looking back over the shoulder, hear them cries. I don't give a fuck. I told my bitch she better pick a side. Down to ride. Now I know that she is down to die. It's guaranteed, nigga. And she gon' pick my side. Fuck these other niggas. Go ahead and fuck these other niggas. Kill these other niggas. Goddamn it, and I'm gon' kill these niggas. I should have walked away, but I never learned.
So that's track number 2. He remixed it. He remixed it for y'all. All right. How did y'all like the remix? Come on, T Street putting the tomatoes. This can't be that bad. He says 600, 350. I mean, it's only reviews are dropping because the game is over, man. But the people that are here, we got to give an honest musical review. Facts, Nafia. She says, y'all mad Draymond. Meanwhile, it's showering up. Stay focused on the next ass whooping. All right, Prince Legend got clown emojis. One more win. All right, now, how did y'all like song number 2? Y'all either spam up the fire emojis or the tomato emojis. This is Ohio fame Finney. Y'all see him in the chat, man. We giving his music a spin. We gonna give him a shot. We got one more track. And if y'all don't like it, tell him what he could improve on. Like T Streets at least said, improve your vocals or something like that. Tackable Pine said, bless his heart. Lamont's still going. Hendrix said, respect. No, we gonna be shutting it down here in a second. He says, Ohio, I'll pay you $50K to stop making music. Come on, man. Hitman X said, I'm not feeling it, but the mix was better. We need to work on the flow. Okay, work on the flow. That's positive criticism. Rock and Rollin' says, boo boo on your shoes. Come on, y'all. You ain't got to be mean. We got one more song, though. So this one song, I actually listened to a little bit of the first 2 songs already. I don't know what to expect with this last song. The last song is called Slippin'. All right? The last song is called Slippin'. Ohio fame Finney on the track. Let's give it a spin.
Ohio fame for Nina, nigga. Yeah. Uh-huh. Them boys catch you slipping. Motherfuckers trying to catch you slipping, but I'm not slipping. Watch that line, cause you're fucking tripping. Yeah, that gun and they're fucking gripping. Yeah, you better hope they're fucking gripping. God damn it, good night. When push come to shove, I mean they earn their last strike. Lose they fucking life, losing this for everybody. And that's everybody. That's the meaning of life. L-I-F-E. I am fucking evil. Backwards, what it be? Don't give a fuck. That's how I live. You know I do this shit. I'm always making music and the money. How it is. Let me spend it. God damn it. You know I can't repent it. You know you are fake. You're just pretending. You don't contend it. I will defend it. You know I have offended, and you can't understand or comprehend it, nigga.
You can't understand or comprehend it. We gonna end it on that one right there. It looks like a lot of y'all can't understand or comprehend it. Villain Youngboy understands and comprehends it with the fire emojis. 916 Neighborhood Watch with the fire emojis. Uncle P says, never give this dude a gun. These streets, don't quit your day job. Hook good, verse under the beat. He sounds like Jones. That's not Jones. It does kind of sound like Jones, One Cool P. That is true. That does sound like Jones. That's not Jones, though. That's Ohio fame Finney from Ohio. DJ says TF. I'm assuming that means the fuck. How am I a clown for this? Just called me out, said, Lamont, where did you find this low-budget Drake? He's not a low-budget Drake, and he's right here in the chat, man. He sent the music. I told him I would give him a spin, right? Whenever I play the music, I let y'all determine. Look, y'all the ones, if he blows up, y'all the ones that are going to put the money in his pocket. So y'all got to give him the feedback. I want y'all to give. Remember, it's FYF Sports. That means fuck your feelings. So you have to be honest with him. Give him honest feedback because he might be able to come back with some ether. T Streets, you remember the track, the cipher track that we did for FYF Sports. Big Chess sent me his first verse. The first verse that Big Chess sent me was garbage. I said, Big Chess, you got to go back to the lab. And then he went back to the lab and came back with some straight heat. So, I mean, it just works like that sometimes. It works like that sometimes. Percy Beverly said, great team win by the Warriors. Steph had a down game and everyone else picked it up. Steph turning up in game 6. I believe we see game 6 Clay in game 6. Said get better studio sound check. Yeah, the quality was lacking a little bit, but I understood. I understood the approach. I could see what he was trying to do. Bro, work on staying on beat. Others good. That's good criticism. What's his YouTube here? I'm gonna put the link to the music in the chat. If y'all want to download these tracks, if y'all like the music, here's the link. Ohio. I'm gonna type it in. Ohio fame. There he is right there. There's the link to his music. If y'all want to check him out right there. Ohio fame Finney. See? And Ohio fame Finney. He said, I just gave you your airtime, so you better be hitting the cash up, Ohio fame Finney. I got the feedback you wanted. You should have a large enough sample size of feedback to make the necessary adjustments to come back with more fire. We got Nafia Rahman in here. I didn't even know she was a Golden State Warrior fan. I'm surprised. I didn't even know she was a basketball fan. Surprised to see so many women. Prince Legend said nobody downloading. Somebody will download it. Ohio fame Finney comes through. He says, if I didn't even send those tracks, but I love the critics. I appreciate what I need to work on. Everyone needs constructive criticism. Thank you. He says, I thought I sent you Dogs Challenge, but I guess not. Nah, you just sent me these 3. You might have sent me the other one, but I got to go check. If you got another one, I'll go find it. I'll run it back on the next stream. So, but like I said, I mean, the feedback you get, man, just take it with a grain of salt, man. Don't get emotional. I know some people were pretty hard on you, but the key over here is not getting emotional. Ohio, I'm gonna give you like the chat. This channel actually gave me positive advice. When I started getting entangled into that Kwame Brown beef, you know what people was telling me in the comments? Man, please stop talking about this dude. We tired of hearing about it. Even though it was tempting to make videos on him because it was easy. So I had to stop. So, I mean, you just make the necessary adjustments based on what the people say. Yeah, we're going to give you a Montrezl Harrell update tomorrow. I just don't have enough information on it right now. Hopefully I can find a police report somewhere on Reddit or whatnot and try to get the details. But like I said, when we talk on those subjects, I really like to be factual because I know so many players and, the one thing players hate is when you make your reports and your reports are based on exactly what TMZ says, or what these back pages say. I'm not Carcino. I'm not trying to beat people to the story and just say it first. I'm going to come with the facts. Just like we did with the Young Thug situation. If you look at the Young Thug situation, how many other people were talking about the judge being corrupt? I pulled the documents. He said, they said Montrezl Harrell got caught with 3 pounds of weed, got some drug possession felony charges. But I just have to go do the research on it because normally that'll be flying across my Bleacher Report feed and all that. I just didn't see it. So we'll see. Does Trez look like a ganja head? It could be. I mean, so many people smoke. I mean, you have to say about 95% of the league smokes. And there's a lot of players that buy weed by the pound, so they don't have to buy it all the time. They're NBA players. That's just the truth of the matter. Hendrick says Young Thug cooked. No, he's not necessarily cooked. All right, y'all. Well, we have to go ahead and wrap this one up right here. It's FYF Sports, man. It's been a great podcast episode. Joe, I see you in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up. Mad, I see you in the chat. Nafia Rahman, Hendricks, Elder, I'm going to be in touch with you. Renegade, Villain, Young Boy, Sturdy, I see you there. Man, there's so many people. It's hard to call out everybody because there's literally hundreds of people. We broke our record, over 3,000 votes on the community poll today. So, man, appreciate everybody for making this stream great. Man, we definitely going to be back. Make sure you watch for our videos tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping a recap. I'm going to try to do an NBA recap and a finals recap so far. I'm going to get with Elder. We're going to be coming with that tomorrow, so make sure you're watching for that. But again, it's been a great stream today. We got John Berlard. He says, what's up? What's good, bro? Hey, salute, Don. Appreciate you pulling up. It was a good game. We wrapping it up right here. We went over the game. The flow of the game was crazy. That third quarter had everybody on their toes. And then the fourth quarter, the Warriors just kind of put them away. And they did what the Warriors do. The Warriors just find ways to win games. And that's what great teams do. Step of Faith Ministry said, I sent you my book. Be on the lookout. Did you send it to my email? If you send it to my email, let me know. But I should be able to find it if it's there. Sometimes I get so many emails, some of them end up in my spam, and I have to go dig them out the spam. All right, salute hardworking NT, Hendricks, everybody, man. Salute to Villain, Young Boy, One Coupé, everybody that pulled up, man. Great stream tonight, man. We're going to be back with more sports and news, y'all. Hey, but until then, it's FYF Sports, and we out.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
Hey, get that bag, Toretto.